There we go. Oh, I guess it'd be Cinnabon. Oh, hey, hey, thanks for stopping by. I know you're saying that out of instinct, the whole sup thing, but there's an amount of things to be talking about.
Yeah, I can probably guess the answer to that is already a lot.
Oh. Hold on, just adjusting something here. The chairs are being a little bit weird to me, and there we go. Okay, I can sit down properly. The chairs are kind of trying to kick me out for some reason, unless I turned on a convenient setting in the house. Hey, do you want something to drink?
Yeah, fuck it.
Don't forget, you can. I guess you can sit down like that. But yeah. So, did you want anything?
Sure, I'll take whatever.
All right. Damn it. Then I don't even know what you like, man. Like you're super mysterious. How am I supposed to surprise you?
It's whatever you got.
All right. Let's see. Let's. All right. You know what? Some black cherry cola. How about that?
Sure.
All right. There you go.
Thanks.
Okay. So, out of curiosity, what do you know? What do you remember? What do you know about the stuff that's been going around? I guess around the idea of weird shenanigans in PL outside of gang wars and null stuff like that.
Didn't know anything about gang wars, but okay. I mean, outside of, say, fucking hell, even on the null end, I don't know shit other than it's a thing.
Yeah.
In terms of just other weird shit, like what we've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been keeping tabs, for the most part, on terms of just Malleus in that regard. Haven't really noticed much else last time I was there, but last time I was there was Saturday after everything ended, and then they effectively kicked us out within the first few minutes of me getting there. So if anything happened since, I don't know about it.
Gotcha.
But Malleus, I have effectively my read on. What was this new stuff coming out?
All right. Well, so yeah, I told you that Sunday Sachi had shot Fable, and looking around information, all sort of stuff. I was getting things here and there and whatnot. I said that it was. I think I sent you a message saying that it was to make amends for Fable poking around Malleus's business.
Yeah.
So Friday, I managed to talk to Sachi. I managed to get some. I guess I managed to get his side of the story. And oh boy. Sorry, I just need to pace around right now. It's just remembering that, just the conversation. So Malleus, it sounds, and Sachi didn't say it directly, but from the information back and forth and whatnot, because it sounds like Malleus got upsetty over Fable coming in to kind of pull Solana out of a situation, which he was trying to, whisk away Miss Solana, and Mr. McKay was just like, hey, Sachi, I need you to take care of things and make sure this doesn't happen again. rather that some random this random person doesn't bother me poking around information and whatever, and here's a video camera, I need you to use this video camera and record it. And so Sachi did the thing he did, and he had poor Mr. Reish film it all without even knowing what the hell was going on. I did ask Sachi if he tried to ask for consent from Fable, but Sachi was concerned that it needs to look as authentic as possible. And while on one hand it's like, I don't know, sometimes you can fake it, but the way Sachi described Mr. McKay and some of the others I've heard from, it sounds like he enjoys seeing this stuff. He might be able to tell if someone's faking it. And then I asked Sachi, after asking a bunch of other questions and stuff like, hey, did you warn everyone else and under your employed not to be looking at this guy? And he said yes. I asked him, how well can you protect anyone from him? And the answer he basically gave me, like, I'm going to be paraphrasing this, but this is like due to the entire conversation, but he basically told me he can't protect his employees, he can't protect the people he loves, he can't even protect himself.
Explains him just letting him use the fucking Lotus as his little fucking...
Right now he's trying to...
store.
Right now he's trying to just buy time to deal with all the other things, like Null popping up. There's the Scrappers nonsense going on, and apparently there's going to be a gang war that's going to be happening. Maybe, perhaps. So, yeah, I've only could just kind of direct them to kind of like fight each other, but it kind of sounds like Null is a little bit more targeting, I guess. They want something specific. And I think I might have actually heard some Null people actually fighting, I guess, maybe assisting somehow against Scrappers. But that could be just kind of miscommunication. I don't have any concrete proof on that. So, and it could also be, enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Are there descriptions of the Null units yet?
I haven't gotten any yet. I just been more focused.
I've been in Zephyr, I've seen a few random synths I didn't recognize with tech that looked out of place, but didn't think much of it. Fucking specialized units, doesn't happen all the time.
We still don't even know if they do assimilation. They are, they're not purge per se, but they are followers. They are, the next generation, I guess, in a way. But we don't know what that entails here.
Are they if they're made of the same thing, they'll still do it. That's the big thing. It's the shit they're made out of. The metal's what does it, from what I remember talking with some of the people.
Was it something called like living metal or something like that? I can't remember.
Pretty much, it's a sentient living substance that just overrides organic material and turns it into metal.
Fable wasn't killed. I haven't been able to look at Null and Null stuff ever since. I mean, I learned about Null the same day I found out about Fable being shot, so there was no focus there, but for what I'm planning on, I'm gonna have to start learning about them.
Yeah, it's it was a very news-heavy weekend myself as well.
What's going on your end?
Aside from a few personal matters I've been researching, obviously you got Null, hearing about the Fable situation, and then just a few other bits and pieces here or there.
Alright, I guess that's gonna be kind of news for another day, I guess.
Yeah, none of it's really, for once, not life-threatening or world-ending for the most of it. So I've been actually focusing on it for a split second. That I can actually work on. Null, I have to wait until I can actually talk to the right people, like Chow. And catching him's been impossible. Malleus.
Yeah.
It's hard to do much without it getting messy, given council member.
Yeah.
If he was just some random black market fucker, it'd be an easy fucking thing. Him actually having some sort of public and private presence makes it a fucking pain in the ass. Can't just go assassinating a politician, gets too much fucking... too messy. Never ends well.
Sachi does, at the very least, believe in a future without Mr. McKay. It's just... can't get there yet.
No, and the quickest way to it leads to too many repercussions. If you do it the official way, then, you know, it's gonna take a while, and fucking other council members can drag their ass, depending on how they do their own system. The second he's not a council member, it's easy, just take him out, and the only thing he has to deal with is a few fucking private forces of his, if he has any.
Yeah, so about that part right there, I was told that Mr. McKay could have snapped his fingers and had his forces end the Hand of Czar's war single-handedly.
But it's taken a long time. But of course, men that have that capability never fucking do.
Yeah, would have been helpful. But considering all the stuff that's been, I guess, happening, I guess, more specifically stuff around Sachi, this might be intentional.
Plus, he benefited from Zarus doing what it did.
Yeah.
I talked to Sachi myself shortly after my first interaction with Mr. McKay. Didn't have anything. Effectively just said, this fucker's a council member who sounds like a slaver. And he's literally using the Lotus as a fucking shopping mall. So, was it, he corrected me on the slaver part, it's more just he keeps them. Don't know what the fuck he does with them, though.
You can use different words,
and
but...
and his black market ties... His biggest competitor was taken out with some of the forces that managed to get into Saphira from Zarus. So he just swept in and picked up all the more influence. Because Zarus, for the most part, was down in the market district. His turf, but he knew he was safe. Because he had that much power. Those around him, though, he just picks up the pieces and mixes his own in.
I told Sachi that I'm gonna try to do what I can to kind of distance myself from him, not because of the whole, being like feeling disgusted or anything like that. No, I'm not. I'm upset he did what he did, but knowing things, understanding a little bit better now, I'm doing this so that anything that I do won't be linked to Sachi, at least not for a bit. So I got this guy right here. I'm gonna be having him, I guess, be like my surrogate, so to speak, or at least just one I'm gonna use to kind of try to talk to people over there. It's a fair city.
I initially told Sachi I wasn't gonna touch him or deal with him because the politics side of it. But if it's getting this amped up already, and he's only been around for a few weeks, I don't have ties. Any repercussions would just fall straight to me. So if anything, it'd be easier for me to work with it.
Sachi's known this guy for a long time, even before. Have you heard of the Renegades?
Yeah, it's the old group from way back when.
Yep.
Before it got fucking destroyed and Hybris ran off to fucking make Aegis and Sachi made Lotus.
Sachi knew Mr. McKay from before then. They go way back, and
it's like been, what, 4 years at that point?
So they have a history, but also this man, McKay, he's been around the block, so gotta be taking extra care there. That being said, we have a lot of people that we care for that go to PL. People who are part of Lotus, people who are not. I suppose we could do something like, hey, don't go there, it's gonna be dangerous. But that in itself would be obvious.
It's already obvious. People talk too much as is. He already knows. Word got around quick within like the first 2 weeks of him being around. And no one was very being subtle about it. He knows a lot of us are on edge now already. Every time he walks in that fucking door.
Is he doing that just...
If anything, he fucking enjoys it.
I was just about to ask that. I've never met him before, but when I walked by him, like, I knew who he was immediately.
I had one talk with him. Didn't think too much at the start, because I was first introduced to him as only an investor for Aegis, apparently.
Investor?
So, one thing I've realized by hanging around and talking with Saya for long enough, Hybris has Aegis set up as almost as private police force. They have investors, they take jobs, occasionally get paid for them, fucking so on and so forth, and there's government ties, considering Federation and now apparently council members.
Yeah.
He's one of their investors, according to Saya. How I met him, he stopped in, was talking with her. I poked my head in the conversation. Funny enough, mistook me for an Aegis agent. Fucking died laughing at that. Then I heard from Kane not even 5 minutes later he was a council member.
I really hope Miss Hybris knows what she's doing. Like, surely she knows. And this is simply just a, taking advantage of.
Based off of the way I've seen her play things, especially when it comes to groups with government affiliation or the government itself. She plays professional and safe for the sake of any slip-up can result in either her or the entirety of Aegis getting fucked.
There are Aegis members that work at PL, aren't there?
Fable quit. I mean, there's overlap in terms of knowing each other, but I don't think there's any actual people that are signed up on both ends anymore.
Yeah.
Because Percy and Proxy work at Lotus, and they know people at Aegis, but they don't work at Aegis. There's a lot of people that know each other on both ends, but I don't think there's any... Ion doesn't work for Lotus.
Okay.
He's not a staff member. No. Outside of Fable, I think Fable was the only one.
Okay.
And him dropping from Aegis, there's no one else that I can think of.
Yeah. So at least there's that. At least there's this connection from there. But the fact that they're an investor. Which means people that I may know in Aegis, I may not be able to rely on their help because it would compromise things for them.
I'm just doing what I've always done with shit like this. Just doing it myself. Keep as much quiet as I can, tell as few people as I can, handle it as best I can, and when it's all said and done, drop it.
Yeah.
It's easy to work, less things to worry about, less people worrying, less people bothering me.
Except this is a little on the wide scale size.
It is. But still, with how many people want this guy gone, none of them working together, trying to get them to isn't gonna exactly work either. Because like you said, this man has enough force to just end. This man had enough force to just end Zaris, and that took a lot of us actually coming together. And the only reason as many of us did is because Zaris, in those few months, managed to hurt everyone that was there.
Yeah.
This man hasn't done anything yet, and he already has the exact same response. Just for being the kind of man he is. I doubt people are going to want to work together in that regard, because then you'll have people that are arguing on what to do with him. You'll have the self-righteous fucks who thinks it's better to actually just lock him away. And you'll have my kind of mindseted people that just want him dead. Good luck getting those type of people to work together.
I'm not someone who likes the idea of, removing a life, but when it comes down to it, if they happen to fall down when I strike them down, it happens. Someone like him, I think I'd much rather just I much prefer the idea of something like soul trapping him somewhere. Something as close to death as possible, but still let him well,
it's doable in a handful of different ways.
I'm sure you're aware of the no, 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 even still, that's dangerous.
Hmm.
I've heard some things that like there's some ways to the suffering kind of soul trapping where your soul is bound to. Oh, wait, isn't that a plane of oblivion? I can't remember, but I know there is one place
There's
that.
some pretty dark corners of the place.
Because I could have sworn I heard something about just like a very specific type of soul trapping that basically means that your soul doesn't go anywhere. Like if the energy gets used up, it doesn't just your soul doesn't get released out so you can go on to the afterlife or reincarnate or whatever it is that your soul will be going to.
That.
You're stuck in that place.
Mm-hmm. It's called putting him in one of these. Just hold up an empty black crystal.
Dude, my
Black
hairs
soul
are just
gems.
my hairs are standing on end looking at that.
Black soul gems. Any soul trapped in it, when the energy within it is used, usually for enchanting or other words, just gets sent, instead of going to where the soul would normally go, be it whatever fucking belief system they come from or believe in, they go straight to the soul cairn, one of the many pockets of oblivion. Which, effectively the best way to sum up what your stay there is like is, picture the stereotype of what being in hell is like. Fucking stuck in a fucking location, tortured on end, yada yada yada, so on and so forth.
So I assume it's the stereotype of that, but not actual hell where people have apartments and stuff like that. And
No. It is... Nah, it's not that nice looking. It actually looks about as bad as you would picture. And the way media makes it out to be. Of dungeons and being stuck to walls and stuff like that. That's actually what it's like over there in the Soul Cairn.
That sounds like a way better, I guess, fitting end for someone like that guy. But could he weasel his way out of that place? Because from what it sounds like, he knows
If he gets to the...
he's been through a lot of things. I don't know what kind of powers he's got, but it's possible he's got something up his sleeve.
Depends. It's possible to get out of the Soul Cairn, yes, because it's been done before. I've read a few I've read up on some of the history from before my time, and there are a few ancient stories of people getting sent there, partially by mistake, and finding their ways to get out so they aren't, just trapped there for no reason. But I could probably pull a few things to make it more difficult. Obviously, the more I know about him, the easier I could work with. Because then I can accommodate his stay in the Cairn.
Like I said, you know me, I prefer like not to go down the killing route, but just in this instance, it's just he doesn't get to suffer.
I was about to say, the only way to get him into one of these is to kill him, but anyway.
Well, I mean, sure, yeah, but he's gonna be conscious of what's gonna be happening, so.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This is also assuming he doesn't have any other way of just any backup plans, anything to bring his soul back. Unless.
Yeah, because if it's got some other tie to it already and fucking gets pulled before I can grab it, then yeah. But if he has no sort of ties like that, and I can get him into one, then it's sealed. Soul gems are At least black soul gems are kind of absolute.
Mm.
The only way to get out of one is to break it.
Then immediately enchant something and be done with that. Probably enchant something and probably break whatever that thing was enchanted, because
Not gonna be any good. Depending on what the fuck he is.
I guess that's the thing to try to figure out then. What is he? Who is he?
I don't know. I must say, Lotus is a fucking sea of souls. I don't exactly sit and stare constantly. I haven't actually seen what he is yet.
Probably won't be able to do it too well considering the bracelets.
They don't dampen those too much, honestly. I sat and talked with Stan on it a few times. Me and him still see perfectly fine.
Oh, really? Okay. I guess if you have it like already kind of on, then
the bracelets and the relics are more just safety measures for the sake of what Lotus used to be like before this new system came around, before the original relics were destroyed. The original ones, you gotta keep everything. You just walked through the door and enjoyed your time. You could use your powers by all means. It's just any sort of damage you tried giving to someone else, you took instead.
Yeah.
Any sort of restorative or neutral effects you had to you were completely fine. I had seen a few people come through the Lotus literally to get healed because it was a neutral ground that they could be safe in. And there were healers there a lot.
Do you have any other suggestions for anyone else we probably talked to this about? So far, right now, Shadow knows about this. I've been talking to Shadow about this. You know about that. Of course, my wife knows.
Right.
And there's also my sister-in-law as well. But I haven't been telling her everything just yet. She's someone who, you know, she does reconnaissance and stuff like that. So
yeah, outside of the people that are already there and know about him on a regular, nothing I can really think of. I've been keeping most information I've picked up on myself to my chest.
Dude,
Most I've been doing is warning people not to fuck with him.
What am I going to tell Saya about Fable?
Personally, I'm not saying anything.
I'm just gonna hope that she's too concerned about, you know, all the null stuff.
I was about to say, she's got fucking Hell and Null to worry about right now. I'm not gonna fucking drop Malleus on her as well.
Yeah.
She can't do anything anyway, being fucking Aegis.
Yeah.
People outside of the groups he actually has influence on are the best bet.
Most of those are gonna find.
Because even trying to act independently from Aegis, being an agent of it, her involvement drags the entire thing down.
Yeah. I wonder what no, even still can get in contact with them. For a brief moment, I thought about maybe I can see a way to kind of get in talks with, like, some of the other bigwigs or whatever down there, but I don't do politics. I can't talk to, like, I can't handle talking to people that, like, have that much power. Like, Sachi's, like, basically Sachi and Lord Swire are the only ones that I would talk to that have big power, but That's because I knew them before.
Yeah.
And they're also nice. They're actually,
usually for
they're actually decent people. So
decent people. Yeah, for the most part, when it comes to talking people in power, you need to have some yourself and know what the fuck you're doing. And with Oblivion being off the books as it is, even if I strolled in fucking actually acting the part for once, it wouldn't get me anywhere. Because I doubt most of them don't even know what the fuck that place is. So,
to be fair,
it's gonna have to just be the normal underground as it is.
To be fair, probably is for the best if you don't let people be awares of it.
Yep, and especially if I go to if I were to go to the rest of the council members playing the part, he suddenly knows. Which then puts a target on me and the rest of my plane. He's a collector, and he would see a rarity literally walking through his front door. If he doesn't go after me, he can go after some of the other ones that aren't as strong, like Aura.
I wish this wasn't so difficult. I mean, I know life isn't easy. I know that, but just
honestly, Zaris was easier than this.
Yeah.
Because at least that was fucking cut and dry, fucking hack and slash, get rid of them. You throw politics in the mix of anything, it becomes a fucking headache.
There was just a little hint of politics with the Hannah Zaris thing, but just we had everything that was basically going like, hey, we're in the clear here. This is this guy's this is someone else caused this problem. I was actually in the court hearing, and that was when they kind of like went like, oh, that was when I don't know if they discovered that, but that was when I discovered that the Church on the Hill was that themselves. That's not the enemy.
Oh yeah, that whole fucking bullshit when Flynn was actually still part of the rest of everything. He was just doing all this on his own. Yeah, that all fucking little political bit I didn't even fucking... The Church on the Hill version of it, I didn't even get a chance to get in on. Yeah, the Church on the Hill version I didn't get a chance to get in on outside of the fucking... the stragglers that spewed in to here every few nights.
Dude, the city still hasn't recovered from that. I don't know if you've seen, like, if you stopped by to see the how many officers are on the ground and whatnot. It looks like they're all over the place, but it's like the only ones they got. Like, this place can't handle it. So if someone wants to roll in here and whatnot,
and a man like Malleus who's able to equal them if he were to just walk in here.
And we can definitely do stuff to instigate stuff from, like, the creatures of the forest or the creatures of the sea. But that's going to put us in a extremely bad position.
I was about to say that.
And also,
it's got a lot of collateral to it as well.
Yeah, collateral as in, like, they're going to be upsetty about that, and there's Mr. McKay getting an interest in something else.
Yeah, I was about to say, if anything, he just gets interested in them if we were to fucking call them out to try dealing with them.
Yep.
I say this place would be a fucking haven for a man like him. So keeping this place as hidden from him as possible is the best we can do.
I'm gonna miss going PL as myself. Even if Sachi did get me, go try to get some sewer barrel milk.
Sachi, goddammit.
I don't know if my soul can be cleansed from that incident, but well, do you have any ideas? Any like suggestions? Because right now, my plan is just get this guy to talk to people and see who I gotta be looking after. Because we can't do this alone. We definitely can't do this alone.
It's gonna be finicky nonetheless, so in terms of actually getting a group together, it would have to be people we can trust and will be able to keep quiet.
Mm.
People that aren't associated with any group he would have influence over, like Aegis or the Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
And if we were actually able to manage to get a group together from there, we'd have to assess what we're all capable of. Because, again, just outright killing him raises too many flags.
Yeah.
Because that's a council member just killed randomly.
Well,
I mean, to check his public rep.
Public rep?
See, yeah, because he's got a lot of black market influence, meaning he has a lot of power there.
Mm.
So removing him wouldn't cause much backlash in the black market except for a power vacuum, meaning someone else takes over. That's all that would do. Public rep, however, depending on what he's done to improve his public image, it would get very dicey very quick.
Hmm. I sort of gotten another little tiny bit of information that maybe could be kind of helpful to us for us to know, at least down the road. I did overhear him talking to someone, and it almost sounded like he might have had an interest in becoming a judge for the. You probably didn't hear about this yet, but there's something called a Miss Mellon pageant, beauty pageant kind of thing, that's being hosted at PL. And I read some of the rules about that thing, kind of things like they'll be they can attend events, very special events. They're kind of they'd be like a mascot for like a year.
Alright, so, just fucking standard fucking beauty contest
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. But the problem is that if Mr. McKay gets to be a judge, that's kind of another place for him to kind of observe, I guess.
I was about to say, then that's literally him being able to judge and pick out potential potentials for himself, to say the least.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we can find a way, our best bet of getting rid of him is finding a way to get him off of the council and then just removing him entirely. Because the second he's no longer has any political influence, everything else just gets swept under the rug at that point. Because he's no longer as high value a target.
Though at that point, we just still get through whatever he has as his army.
And at that point, it's just taking down a fucking corrupt businessman with a ton of hired guns. I'm sad to say I am very, very familiar with that.
Hey, we could totally take them down with this bunch of trained professionals with the power of heart and family.
Sure, we'll go with that.
The power of being stubborn. How about that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'll try to keep you posted on whatever I guess I come across. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, do you happen to know anything about the Pathfinders?
I've heard mixed things about them. I saw the poster for the longest time at the old location for the Lotus.
Yeah.
Didn't know what they were. Heard they were just another adventurers guild.
Mm.
Towards the beginning of the year, I heard they disbanded, but according to a lot of people, they're actually still going. So I don't even know.
Huh. Okay. I heard him asking around about Pathfinders as well. So I don't know if
I
he's
mean,
got
I've
an
heard of.
interest.
I know some of the members technically. At least
Mm.
people that were or are part of it, depending on the status of it actually.
Yeah. Any names?
There were two off the top of my head: Buttons and Aurora.
Aurora. Aurora. Okay. Aurora, was that the little being of light or something like
No, that's Aura. She's one of mine.
okay.
Aurora she's a dark skin, like almost like rainbow highlights in her hair. She was there at the whole wedding when you managed to get there. At one point, she was up and about, helping around for the most part.
Okay.
And then Buttons is she's
Yeah,
a ghoul of sorts, literally just a bunch of patch bits and pieces together.
I came across her actually. In fact, that's how I got the information. Um, Mr. McKay was actually been talking to Buttons, and
Of course.
we're still Buttons. She's a nice person. I talked to her a little bit, and she's really nice, but she she spoke to Miss Solana, and Miss Solana was telling her to keep distance, and Buttons seems to be kind of more insistent that he's a decent person, he's a good person, and they seem to have a shared interest of collecting things.
Yes, she is. Button's one of the more, lack of a better term, childish mindseted.
Yeah,
She's definitely got like the mind of a young child.
yeah, and
Makes her an easy target to be taken advantage of by men like him.
yeah,
And as long as he plays the nice card around her, any sort of ill talk about him is going to go over her head, and she is going to deny it as being made up or false.
I wonder if Fable can even convince her whenever he comes back. Since I did hear that
Maybe.
she's part of the couriers, and couriers are under Fable. Assuming this guy doesn't decide to try to sweep up stuff that's related to Fable under him in some way. Before Fable gets back.
Obstacle's been removed.
Yeah.
In his eyes. If you didn't know what Fable was, you'll probably think he's dead.
No, he's got footage. And worse yet,
so he would have seen no blood.
There could have been a chance that he might have seen the core on Fable.
What did Sachi hit him with?
He's got this weird thing that he can just be like, just pew 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 with his hands.
Oh, that fucking laser out of his hand? Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that
Fable
thing
with
is.
that?
I don't know what it is, but it looked like Fable got assaulted by a power drill. And Sachi remembered all the places he shot. And the way Sachi recited it sounded very much like one of those I'm gonna scar myself so I can remember this pain kind of tones of voice he had.
because his own hand was forced.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have aimed for the core then. Because depending on how strong that is, and if it punched through Fable as easy as it did, he would have run the risk of destroying it and actually killing Fable.
I
And then he had even more on his plate.
I displayed concern that, hey, what have you missed? But it was all point blank shots.
I was about to say, if Sachi was as precise as he was and purposely trying to make it to where Fable wouldn't be killed, any shots in that general direction would be fucking pinpoint.
Oh boy.
Great. Alright. It's gonna be a lot to work with.
Hey, we worked with a lot before, or like we worked with like barely anything in the past before, right? We've done some crazy things from time to time.
We've pulled some crazy shit off of fucking a single piece of information and nothing but independent lines of thinking and so on. Yes. In this case, we have a lot to work with very few options, sadly.
Yeah.
So effectively, we're doing the exact opposite. We know almost everything. It's just managing to find what we can do with it that actually results in the least fuckery possible.
Yeah. Oh man. If Sachi doesn't have hope, I mean, I know he says he believes in the future without Mr. McKay, but the way he talked sounds like he was basically hopeless. I'd like to at least.
Says he himself has no power against him. Council might not be equal per se. Some could have more influence in their say over others. In the sense of sometimes seniority rules when it comes to groups like this. Meaning, even if everyone except one person comes to a consensus, if that one person has high seniority, even if they're the only vote, their vote wins. If McKay has more time on the council compared to Sachi and other members, he's not just a single member at that point. He's the equivalent of multiple. And he has say.
Okay. And Sachi described him as he's been around for a long time. I don't know what the history is with this guy, but
I was about to say, that's the thing, is he may have been around a long time. It comes down to how much of that time has actually been on the council. I don't know how this whole council shit they do works.
Yeah,
I mean, touching the politics of Saphira.
It's not even official government. It's just the government's up there on the sunlights. Everything else is just don't know what's happening. La 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 la.
Exactly. Upper Saphira does its own shit, and where the actual government is, Lower Saphira said, "Fuck you, we're doing our own thing," and then the council came into existence. Story I know. I didn't even know Sachi was a council member until fucking talking to Kane one day during some of the Zara stuff, and he brings it up.
I didn't know that either until recently. And like it makes a lot of things make sense.
He fucking started Lotus. Yeah, and he said he had been since he started Lotus, and that never came up. And it's like, oh fuck. So if Sachi's been a council member for as long as Lotus has existed, that puts him about 3 years in. He's known Malleus since before Renegades, putting their history at 4 to 5 minimum. If Malleus was already a council member, then yes, he does have seniority over Sachi in that regard, if that's how they run things. I don't know any of the other council members or even how many there fucking are.
That might be something I could try to look into, actually. Because, I mean, surely the other ones are probably don't feel comfortable with him as well.
Yes
Hopefully.
and no, because that's the other thing.
Mm,
Because that also comes down to the fact of look at the type of people that choose to live in Lower Saphira.
yeah.
Every council member is guaranteed to have dirty laundry under them. Sachi's being what his is, Malleus being black market ties, and this collector type.
Mm.
Who's to say that there aren't council members just as bad, if not worse than him?
Yeah.
We will have to be treading lightly there.
Yeah. I would have liked to have gone with the whole idea of like, trust the devil, and
The devil you know or the devil you don't.
yeah. But it could very easily be like, look, I know, like, Sapphire City, it's a dirty place, both figuratively and literally. But and I grew up in the streets. A little kid, I was running. I know how things are and whatnot. So, and to me, laws are suggestions for most of the time for me. But I'm still someone who I don't want to cause trouble. I don't want to cause trouble. I like people. It's hard to live. It's difficult to be living.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, there's so many people, there's so many kids in this neighborhood that like they go through things that would make people grow white hairs and stuff like that.
Yeah, some of the magical girls alone I've talked to fucking attest to
that. Yeah. So I understand that like there's gonna be some people that do things that they may not be proud of, but I want to see if there's own councilmen. Which of the councilmen are the types of just I gotta get things done. I don't like it. I hate it maybe, but I gotta get things done, and I need to find the councilmen who relish in that and figure out who those are and I guess separate them out in some way.
Have to find out how much that can actually be publicly accessed and how much we'll have to actually go digging.
Yep. God, that's gonna be extremely difficult.
Depends, because Lower Saphira at least has its own news network.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, odds are there's articles about most, if not all of them, because fuck, even just elections in general get fucking airtime. So we can probably at least find out names and get a total of how many council members there are. And we can maybe at least find public images of them in the sense of what they do show.
What they do. Yeah.
Because that's one thing I do plan on looking into is Malleus's public image. He's a businessman, yes, but what is it he does? Where does he get this much funding to be able to have this many hired guns, to be able to just throw out fucking 7-8 digit numbers in terms of trying to buy people and act like that's pocket change? Because yes, black market, you do get a lot of stuff like that, but if you're a businessman with no real business and you make this much, that turns heads. Because black market is not good for public image.
Of course, what does that mean in terms of Lower Saphira? You could just probably turn your head in any direction and you could probably just find a black market there.
I mean, yeah, true. So that's again of determining what constitutes as a public image down there. Because yes, by all means, if Lower Saphira is populated of these kind of people, where black market is the equivalent of a fucking run to the grocery store.
That being said, I was trying to ask around. I wasn't aware they have any, but it doesn't sound like they've got any kind of legal body parts market. And to me, it seems a little weird that they don't. When I mean legal body parts, I mean like, a place for vampires and zombies to go to without having to worry about like,
Yeah, I was about to say, are you talking synthetic
No,
transplants or
I'm
actual
talking organic
organs?
organs, yeah, actual organs. Because I'm assuming no one wants to try to do anything proper, legal, growing things properly and whatnot.
Yeah, the thing with having a legal version of that business is difficult for the sole fact of then it comes down to where do you acquire said pieces.
Yeah. I mean, Freddie can easily just go find a place. Like we got legal places for that here. Of course, like some places, of course, like some parts are going to be kind of like a little bit questionable, like stuff like brains. That one's like
yeah, because it's like, yeah, you can make the argument of like organ donors and such, but
Oh, I mean, like some of those places, like they do take some donors. Some of them do take it, but they do tend to like kind of like just grow. I'm pretty sure there's a tree that actually can grow body parts too. But certain parts though, like the brain, that one I haven't looked into how they deal with that sort of stuff, but I know that thing is a little bit on a difficult side because start thinking, you can start generating something more. You could possibly generate a soul at some point as well.
yeah, and you get into that morality sake.
Yep.
I can explain that partially.
Yeah. I don't know the exact details. All I know is that we got legal chop shops. Oh, I mean, I can't call it legal. I can't call it chop shops. I really need to stop calling it chop shops. It's just look. That's what we call it as a kid. We just call it as a kid. We're like, body parts over here. Yeah. Yep. I mean, a lot of little kids, they always get a little scared of like, oh, they're gonna chop off your body parts. But you start growing up, and after a while, you start like, they don't actually do that. They just kind of just donors, or just they grow them in there.
Kids scare each other like that all the
time. Yeah. That was a loud sound.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it's not anyone's causing any trouble out there. I mean,
hope not.
Okay, so plans there. I like how we got this is the kind of idea. It's the kind of goal for me to at least go to, and you got your stuff too. It would have been nice if.
Yeah, I mean,
it would have been nice if we had.
If anything, yeah, I was about to say the more people thing. Immediately between the two of us, I will concede you are the more sociable. That is something easy to admit to. And personable. So in terms of gathering people, I will trust your judgment on that in terms of just the regards of people that can be trusted to keep quiet and aren't in Lotus or Aegis at the very least. The messier side of delving through whether or not this man can actually be removed from his position to make it easier will be a bit more something. I can start doing council research and maybe poking around. If anything, I can sit down and talk with Kane, hopefully.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just make sure to, sweep up any kind of like hint that you were talking to him kind of thing,
Me and Kane both know our ways around things like that.
Gotcha. I'm also kind of looking to at least the other council members. There's this guy right here. I don't know how the hell I'd be pulling that off since I didn't really know it until I guess I controlled this guy, but there seems to be a little bit of a camaraderie around this model. Like a lot of the other little chair bots seem to, I don't know, they're kind of like halflings in a way. They.
I see it in in other synthetics for the most part, pretty much common models tend to gather towards each other the same way of common races gather around each other.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that sense of familiarity for them.
Yeah, I'm just so used to Volano Saka, you know? Like,
Where it's a mixing pot of just everything.
yeah, like you just don't even think about it. Just do that. But look,
Yeah.
it's nature of being a sociable creatures, you know? Like you're like, hey, what's familiar, whatnot. This guy's name is
Yeah.
Ash Tier. So
Mm.
I will, if I happen to see you like this, I'll probably maybe keep my distance unless something comes up. But
Be decent enough idea.
mhm. But I don't know how much information I can get as something like this because the feeling I get also is that like there may not be that much thought or respect towards them. But who knows?
That is one thing, is a lot of people don't pay mind to a lot of just other people in general around Lotus. You can
Mhm,
really just hover around a conversation and people
mhm,
won't even think about it. And if this thing's got a recording system in it, then boom, there you go.
mhm. Oh yeah, no, the system I have with this thing, I've said like whenever I put the VR gear for this thing, I always turn on OBS Studio. I always make sure to like, oh, turn this thing on, click, start recording. There we go.
And there you go. Literally just float between conversations, listening in. You don't even have to contribute to them half the time. People will just keep talking. They won't
Mm,
even acknowledge you half the
mhm.
time. It's how I learn half the shit I've learned about when it comes to Lotus.
Yeah, yeah. But I need to try to make connections with this guy here too. Can't be just listening. I gotta
Oh yeah,
be.
totally.
I can't be too. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but play it by ear. You know, hope for the best.
Pretty much what you gotta do.
I gotta make sure I got this guy protected. Hey, maybe like sometime like stop by the onset stop in the future. I could probably get this guy to try to have a fight with you, just to just to kind of up this guy's rep, I guess.
Yeah, get into a fight or two, put on at least something for it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna let you know though. I'm not gonna go easy with this guy once I get him kitted out with more things.
Go for it. I mean, shit, I've been wanting to get in on a few of those fights myself. It's just managing to actually be able to get to the onsen some nights,
Mhm.
as well as getting there at an earlier enough time for the fucking to sign up for the fights, because that shit fills up within the first like hour from talking with Oishi about it once.
Oh wow. Hmm.
Yeah, granted, if you show up late, if it's you show up late, you can
Hmm.
apparently reserve a spot for next week. So, if anything, I might have
Okay.
to work on doing that.
Yeah, yeah. I know when I showed up there the other week, not myself. I was wearing a jacket that possessed me. I recall
Yeah.
person uh making sure that he reserved the spot even though he didn't have a person to fight. So
Mm.
I still don't know if that was a blessing or a curse in that day because oh god, people still remember how I behaved that day. Oh
Yeah, no. When you mentioned possessed, I thought it was a certain something else kicking up, but
no,
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 if it's
no,
just
no.
a sentient item,
It was just a sentient
yeah,
item or
I thought
something
it
like
was.
that. I was behaving like how people expect you to behave.
I don't know how to take that, but okay.
Dude, I remember one of the things he said. He said, I don't smoke cigarettes because cigarettes kill people, and the only things that kill me is myself.
He's one of those.
I mean, it's not like he couldn't back it up. He apparently had the skills to do stuff. He can do stuff. I also let him use my Blue Devil just to get the fight done and over with. because I was concerned about stuff. I wanted him to get moving somewhere so I can listen in on what's going on elsewhere with people being shot. But anyways,
Mm.
good luck, man. That's
Yeah, it's we're in for more hell as always, it seems.
yep. At the very least, we can say, we're not bored.
Tell me about it.
To be fair, though,
Seems to be overworked or bored.
to be fair, I'd much rather be bored.
I mean, personally, the few quiet spells I have witnessed when it comes to being around here, it's one of those whole things of everything and nothing at the same time. There's a lot that's supposed to be happening, but it all goes quiet for months on end, and it keeps me on edge.
And then when something happens, a lot of other things happen at the same time, too.
And then when all of it finally kicks back up, it's a fucking powder keg with more. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I need to do some more adjustments on this guy here. But I pretty appreciate you stopping by.
I will. Yeah. I'll let you tinker away with your little disguise bot.
Disguise bot. Take care, man. Oh, boy. Next here. I got stuff to be taken care of. How's it going? Alright, one card down. This card down out here.
Yep, pretty much.
Whoo! Whoo! Hello.
No.
So, same thing as
Figure
casino?
not bear. Well, the relax and the wristband. Any pilots?
Say it again?
The wristband and the relax sent by San Luis Casino.
Okay, so it's the same thing then. Okay.
And no, that'll be one to pursue awesome place. Never been before. You've never been?
I haven't been to this one here.
Okay, let me get you round down to this center.
Okay.
So, left, down doors. Don't go in there.
I wish I could have said yes, I've been here,
No.
but
Dig down, straight down. Doubly blue curtains. That's for the guy's house. Now, if you go to your right, take it straight down. Ladies who P curtains. That's for the ladies. So before you go on hot drinks, make sure to wash yourself if you can. Right?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. There's a door to your right. That leads you to the tea room. Now, if you go straight down, there's another door. That leads you to the garden. Now, the pie rooms for the tea room will be locked unless you wet one for the bar behind me or some white yen. Alright. Good to go. That's it. Let's see the rest.
Okay.
Alright, tip us on you. There you go. Alright, how you going?
Where do I put,
Items and shoes over there on your right.
Alright.
There's lockers. You can put your stuff in there.
Thank you.
Go.
Where do I put this? Oh. I'm going to need to get a bag for this. Yeah.
Hello. I don't know. Alright. That's right. Yep. Hey, go on.
really need to get something for the mouth. I wonder if there's a way to possibly maybe some kind of dimensional warp or something for the mouth area to kind of just put over to the stomach. Oh, whatever the heck you call this thing, stomach area.
Oh, we're doing alright.
Oh,
Hopefully the fucks only always took us once.
He's back with the mini going. They might be saving them burst for the lad. They didn't use their. I was told at PL they had acid burn through, and I don't think they used it. They could have just won pretty easily. That would have been horrifying to watch, though. People melting.
But maybe, yeah, maybe the human skin is repellent to acid or some shit.
Yeah.
It really did look like Fazil Mortatum on Baroque soup.
yeah, now it's not a good time for Danielle.
Man, if it's
Oh,
the betting races, I would be so fucking screwed.
I know that, man.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, I would not have money right now. Good job.
I love funny.
Thankfully, I'm not.
Good job. You guys did great.
But now they're gonna think you're even weaker.
You have fun with
Yes. Really good catch. Excuse me.
I'll say.
I would have thought that gigantic aliens would have won, but you know, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah.
God, that was fun to watch.
I mean, yeah. Because they're sparring and
Because there was like
There's
four
a lot of
mini
people-
fights.
I'm sad I missed it.
Hold on, let's go here, Ben.
Get the talk out of the way since you got you.
Not too many fights tonight.
Yo, I'm head out already. I got more paperwork. I'll see you next time, alright?
Down the wound.
See ya.
What if you start beating someone with their own arm?
That's exciting.
Beat a bitch with another bitch.
Very exciting.
Freeze their arm.
I quite enjoyed that.
You all did wonderfully.
Which one did I beat into the ground with a hammer? I wanted to apologize. Which one was that?
That's working.
Just to apologize to all of you. Sorry for going so hard. I may have got a little bit angry when I started flying out into the walls and the frickin' sand.
Yeah, they're already kind of low on energy here.
Yes.
Want to go check out the waterfall real quick? I do. I've never actually gone that far.
Excuse me? Well, to sparring again sometimes, friends.
Did you?
We won. I kind of tried doing something different. I kept flying all over the place because I lost control of my speed. So I was kind of knocking the wind out of my. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It felt like I flew out of the fucking place a few times. I was that disoriented.
I mean, you had a decent goal the first round with your
So I
sword train.
Other than that, you did well, right?
Good job tonight. You fought two battles and you still seem pretty well.
Well, General is nearly general in my tongue, so...
That's the message saying, good fight.
Yeah.
I remember once a 3-day-long siege, right? Only a line of soldiers cycled in and out. The advantage of being dead, we don't get tired. So we just go.
They're so fluffy. I'll leave me alone now. Just want to say hi.
Thank you.
a lot of the sinister characters here. I have a bar in the neighborhood. I'm trying to secure it right now, and then I'm gonna hire some people. Would you be interested? I get paid by Gormander, and he pays well. Okay. As long as they're paying it for me. like, fuck, again? Let me
Dog, oh, there's this fucking spider.
I don't know if
That's
you see him,
all.
but he's wearing the black, the black button up. I have no idea what the fuck his name is, but apparently I've met him.
Oh yeah, we talked. We talked, and I made fun of your Heelys, and then I made you do the proper Heelys. Nothing. Heelys are fucking Heelys, bro.
Oh my god, my frames! My frames!
I'll read it now and memorize it. Because I don't have any braille lines. I don't know how that works. You know, let me just turn on the audio recording. Speak. Okay. Hi, this is Meat Hamsky. I run the Meat Rack. Go ahead and call me 555. Someone who also has never had a normal family. I get that. You understand?
Yeah. He's learning still.
How would I know? I have automatic responses. I think on the fly and respond just first thought. Right?
So, I guess right now we're just kind of scouting around, seeing if there's any interesting things being overheard or whatnot. Are you not too close to the water?
Pardon?
Being that close to the water, is it not dangerous?
Not for me. I could completely submerge myself in it while still being fine.
Oh, apologies. I thought you were not equipped for that sort of thing.
I'm more than equipped, don't worry. I'm a war chassis, so yeah. I
Understood.
built this for environmental hazards.
Environmental hazards? Is that really necessary in an onsen?
Radiation, electro... Well, given that I was created for battles, yes.
Oh, I see. Battles. So, is this relaxation for you?
Yes. That's why people go to the onsen.
Apologies. Just still learning how people relax.
It's not too hard to figure out.
I hope so. Sorry for interrupting your...
Thankfully it was... No, you're not doing anything wrong. Feel free, continue talking.
Oh,
you're good.
Just wanted to say apologies for interrupting your relaxation moment.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, and you're not bothering anything. Actually, I was gonna have a conversation with Zokoda here. Well, so you're fine.
Oh,
you're not bothering.
Don't let me get in the way then.
I hire people here, and then I take.
Okay, have a good evening. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it.
It's one way to get some.
Nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Keith. Yours?
What would you call it? Staff, I guess.
My name is Ashtir. Good to meet you.
Ashtir, nice to meet you. Good to meet you as well.
It's not that bad.
Have a good evening.
Okay.
Honestly, all this it just gotta get worse. Oh! Once winter hits, this is going to get very cold.
She was trying to get any of the civilians out of there. A lot of people got shot, a lot of people died. But I managed to save who I could from the unnecessary conflict. course, can't do it for free. Have to keep that up, otherwise, people will have an issue. People are like gang members and stuff like that. So, I asked one of the leaders of the gang that was currently staying there, and was just trying to hold their ground. If they wanted to give me a job to keep their boy alive, just after that fight. So I gave them medical attention, told them not to get that shit again, and then they fucked off.
Oh, hello. Anything I can help?
Oh, hello. Help? Are you a member of this place?
I'm just here to. I'm actually a popular this regular, but I'm just been in the spa just only once before.
Oh, I see. A friendly usual? A friendly... What is it what they were referred to as? A friendly regular.
FD. Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps.
I'm simply just understanding things around me. Just...
Yeah, I can understand. Just like remembering myself as like a liberator or something, just wanted to ask myself, what is life meaning for me? It's just pretty intriguing to see. I mean, especially when we see the fight, it's just, yeah, maybe if I have the ability to fight as well, maybe I can help me.
A fight?
Yeah, but right now, my armor, as I mentioned a few days, is already broken down. It is like 40% down as of right now, and I don't know when I will fight again, but we shall see. It's gonna be a long time before I get back to fighting again.
Are fights normal
Actually,
for a
previous
place like
fights,
this?
I was like, I've been here for only once, so I may have lack of idea here. But I went to kitchen a few times, not in the onsen though. So yeah.
I see. Is there any need for concern from danger around a place like this?
I am not really the best person to answer that because right now my tracker is kind of broken as well.
Oh,
For
I
about
see.
few days after I fight for the consecutive fights, it just intense.
You seem as though as you came out from a fight. Your shirt is ripped.
Oh yeah, I apologize. It was I don't know what happened. It's just a bit Oh, what are you talking about? You mean the ring?
No, I mean your shirt. There are scratch marks. In fact, it seems as though a creature with claws, angry claws, tore at you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Apparently someone just I was outside, I was watching the match as well, and then all of a sudden someone damaged me. Apparently. I don't know what happened.
Understood.
Yeah.
Should you not get that checked
I was
on?
the spectator there. I was not inside. I was just watching the match. I was just like, and then all of a sudden just like someone just like scratched me. I don't know what happened. It's just I talked to them and then I don't know. Yeah, I might need to talk to them first to see what happened there.
You should go immediately seek for medical assistance.
Oh right. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah.
That's one way to disengage.
Oh dear God.
Shadow is there, however, I should consider engaging. I can't ask about the gang stuff just yet. I need to figure out a way to get in. Too many people there. Tim's here too. Do I try to engage? No offense, but... But it might be possible he can get in contact with some people. I'll consider it. Oh my god, these frames.
Absolutely worth getting us sitting down again for.
Are you a gesture or a corny?
I'm a jester.
Yeah, I'm a jester. Ah, yeah. See, I'm a clown.
And I
We're
use
two
extra
different beings.
when I watch my clothes, so they're really soft.
Why is this my double?
Yeah.
It could have been
I
anybody.
thought they were the exact
Double
same
I'm me and you're you.
I think you need to stand over here so my body is, in a better position.
They didn't fall into the same spot on five.
Night, Dr. Berated.
What?
Oh no.
Looks too bad. Looks too bad. Looks too bad. This flux is really bad. Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
What's the matter?
I overheard you talking about gangs. Is there any sort of...
Yes.
Are they getting unruly as of late?
I think the best person to ask if they're getting unruly is the man that's right behind you.
Hello?
They're asking about the gang activity.
Well, you mean one of the gangs just walked in to my establishment right now?
Which one is it?
The Whispers.
Is it the green one? The Whispers? What the fuck is the Whispers?
The green guys.
Oh, that's what they're called? I thought they were called the Tigers or some shit. Or
The
was that
Tigers are the yellow ones. The yellow ones. The Whispers reside in District. The Whispers basically reside in District 0, the Tigers in Market District.
Wait, that can't be right, because Whispers were fighting for their location. Being in the market, right? Or...
No, it looks like they're trying to. They came to me the other night because they're saying that there was going to be a turf war, and I guess the turf war already started, and they try to buy
right
mine.
in the middle of it when it started.
They were trying to buy land from me, or more so by saying, trying to give me money to say that, hey, can we stay here in this area because we have very heavy protection with the land.
It's a neutral fucking zone. No.
Exactly.
The gangs
are trying to play real estate?
More so of having it's more so of having a place that's safe so they can do their operations from. And you know me, I kind of keep gangs and vigilantes out of my district. Too much property damage.
Well, if you find their leader or whatever, if you ever see him around, tell him that he still needs to pay me.
With Delhi? Maybe, yeah.
Is he here? Oh shit, maybe.
His name is Old Delhi, but I think the guy coming in here is his right-hand man.
Oh, then that's possible, because he said he was going to pay me later. And yeah, he didn't.
Do the gangs have anything for synthetics specifically to worry about?
The scrappers are not necessarily a gang, but I don't know, someone who was gathering them up are usually the ones that are causing harm to the people.
Good day.
Understood.
Hello, who are you?
Was not expecting to talk to a real estate agent here. Thank you for directing me to them.
Sorry to interrupt this. We got one of the.
I'm not a real estate agent. And by the way, he's the owner of the casino.
Oh, the owner. The owner simply just walks about. Is this
the
normal?
owner of the casino? Yeah, he doesn't own this place, but he owns the casino.
Oh, I see. It must be freeing to be able to walk on such grounds.
Yeah.
You said you were in the middle of a gang war?
Yeah, it was.
How bad was it?
I've seen bad. But it was
Hello.
pretty gruesome.
Are vigilantes a problem in this area? I thought they were.
A little bit.
I thought they were helpful.
Sometimes they can be helpful. Hello. They can be helpful, but sometimes they can be troublesome.
Collateral damage?
Yeah, own morals getting aside of actual actual collateral damage.
It is nice
Understood.
to meet you.
Heck. That's another term.
Yeah. I guess good is too much of a
I am operational.
Oh, it's you again. Greetings.
Hi, it's you again.
Hopefully you were.
Did I catch her name yesterday? I don't remember.
You did not. Look, my name is Ashtier. It is good to meet you.
It's not always saying great or wow.
Ashtier.
Oh.
Cool. I'm Kieran.
Understood.
What was that name again? The flux is hitting me very hard.
Oh, you're fine. It's Kieran.
Kieran. Good to meet you.
Mm-hmm. Nice to meet you too, Ashtier. Is Ash okay?
It is alright.
No. 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 I do that with my fiance. This is someone I teach.
Oh, am I on your way to speaking with this person?
No, I was just checking up there. Pretty good.
Understood. Oh, I'm too close to the water.
Here, come closer. Away from the water. Under the pass. Save yourself.
I am fine here, just as long as I keep a certain amount of distance. I'm good.
Not a fan of water that much either.
Understood. Is it due to biology or personal preference?
I think it's a cat thing.
Understood. Oh, I guess I have.
Is she gonna be alright?
Someone want to get a staff member real quick?
Fuck's sake.
Hey, clown! You wanna cool it for a second? Hey.
I'm trying to show her that I'm harmless.
What are you doing?
Trying to give her a hug. That's the best way to shave.
Harmless. You can probably go to jail for that.
fine.
Man,
You
it
can
sounds
just
a
stop
little
from
creepy.
sure.
It's fine. I'm just. I'm just.
Oh, fair enough. Hey, Clyde, I'm still important, buddy.
You sure? You sure? You see me? You need a hug. I think you do. Who is this small child?
A hug from you.
I am not a small child. I'm a synthetic. Are you aware that you are harassing someone?
I'm good at that. I don't know what that means. What's that word? What's that word mean?
It means you're making someone not want to smile.
Hi. Hello.
Hello
over
there.
here.
Yes. Do you understand what it means to not smile?
I mean, yeah, I'm aware of that. I take care of kids. Or, like, not only take care of kids, I perform for them. They're usually smiling. I don't know why this one isn't.
This one is not smiling because they have experienced bad experiences. You may need to give more time if you wish to greet them.
Exactly. So, like, stalk them.
Incorrect. Stalking is incorrect. It will only make it worse. And in fact, at some point, it may
Let's
cause
give
you...
them time. It gives them the time to, like, you know, get used to me. Like, just in the distance.
It's okay. He'll just.
Stalking is incorrect. You must behave like... You must behave like not a stalker. Give it time. Say hello once, and then wait another day.
A day? That's so long! That's so little! That's a long time!
People require time to think.
Okay, I want you. Can you relax?
She's slow. It's okay if she's slow, I understand. But, like, I don't understand. If she needs time, I understand.
This is something that requires a lot of time. A thing that organics need to be concerned with, as their biochemicals do not like to cooperate with...
Okay, this is hurting my brain. I am going to exit the conversation. I just want to say hi to... It's fine. Whatever.
Much more relaxed feeling than the casino.
Being blind is great. Come on.
Oh yes. You suffering from that as well occasionally.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, right?
Oh
Blindness
yes.
and all.
Occasionally I've just sort of stopped in time for a moment or two.
Yeah.
Mr.
Can still
Kieran
hear
was your
and
name,
talk
right?
perfectly fine, but yeah, just hold on 1 second. I'd love to be able to look at you, but I'm currently. Oh wait, I have sight again. Amazing.
Ah yes.
Miracles do happen. Hello.
The ley lines have once again crossed correctly, and you have been granted sight.
How was she doing afterwards?
Oh, buttons?
No, actually. I will ask about buttons in a moment, but how was the other person here that was being harassed by a jester, or clown, or something akin to that?
I think they're alright.
Understood.
I think they got taken over to staff area to be taken care of. She's probably fine.
They're just being a baby, personally. If you want something truly
Yeah, people's
terrifying, you go and
fears.
see the bears in the sewers of the casino. That will truly give you terrors.
I heard Tale from Holly. Yeah, that did sound terrifying.
I saw it firsthand. I'm from
Actually,
hell, and
right?
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
I was told that... I was told that sewer bears, if you bear witness to their milk barrage, makes your soul unclean.
Yes. They sort of wiggle at you as well, sort of like doing that.
I don't like that at all.
I have
Yes,
not...
and they do that whilst running at you and spraying milk like some sort of, what was it, the gentleman in there had, a Gatling gun, yes.
Terrifying. I have not developed a soul,
It took me
but...
several hours to get the milk out of my jacket alone.
Do you not have professional cleaners for that?
Well, yes, but it took them several hours to get it done.
Understood. We'll make sure to avoid the sewers.
Yes, when a professional finds
glad I wasn't
time.
there. Oh, looks like staff's on it.
Apologies.
Oh, wonderful.
Do you know how was Buttons afterwards?
Buttons was fine. Had a couple meetups with a few other friends, and then played around in a box for a while. So I think she had a good time.
That is
Oh,
good to
yes,
hear.
that one. That was rather interesting seeing them creeping around with a box.
Yes.
I kept thinking that they thought people would have exclamation marks popping up over their head whenever they were seen.
I do believe one man in particular actually got behind her and started singing the music.
Oh, really?
A large panda.
It was actually really amusing.
A large panda
this guy was that guy who came and introduced himself. I think you were there when he came. The blue. I think he looked like a synthetic.
Oh, yes, perhaps. I could have sworn I saw Panda following, a large panda rather, providing background music.
I think he probably did it too, but I remember seeing the blue guy chasing after doing the alert music, and then the alarm music.
Mm-hmm.
Very amusing.
We'll have to get a copy of that reference downstairs at some point. We don't really have that down there too often. Material Plane's got all kinds of interesting things on it.
Especially in Zafina, jeez.
Oh yes, I walked the streets one time. That was a eye-opening experience.
Yeah, just once? Try living there your whole life, buddy. It's crazy.
How was it like there?
Yes.
Awful, but it is what it is. It's a city.
It seems to be a lot of gangs around these days, apparently. I saw a whole slew of
It's
ones
not
dressed in
these
green
days.
leaving the Purple Lotus.
It's just they're more active lately. The gangs have always been there.
Do they have anything
I was raised in
for...
the slums, so I court a group around them.
Do they have anything for synthetics to be concerned about? Aside from just normal... Smash.
You're talking about, like, the scrappers?
No, I was not asking about the scrappers. I was asking simply just the gangs in general. Unless, are the scrappers also one of the gangs?
Scrappers are a gang.
Understood.
Yes, they literally go after synthetics to part them out.
Yes, they specifically target synthetics for that very reason. That's why they're such a
Yes, I've run into
scourge,
them once.
especially in the lower levels. There's actually a cyborg gang on 34th Street that I've been messing with lately. I heard that from a few friends. I guess they don't want to be scrapped, and they're also partially human, so I guess it kind of worked out. Well, at least some people are fighting against them.
As they should. It is unfortunate that people are trying to, well, take metal parts from others. Those who are synthetic and those who are human, at least.
Now, the city's
I
so
think
large,
it's more a
people
matter
just
of
don't care.
money.
Plus, the
People
councilman
want to
probably
get
make money out of it.
credits.
Is it?
Like I said, all the council's corrupt. Doesn't matter who it is.
Would it be perhaps then a council member is funding their activities?
Possibly. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Well, if they're corrupt, it stands to reason, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we got one council member doing slaving. What is funding a gang if you're already slaving? Like, it's whatever.
Is there any place I can probably get some information to learn to avoid the, getting on the bad side of council members?
Yeah, don't talk to them, don't appear near them, don't live in their city.
Well, isn't Sachi a member of the council?
Yeah.
Ah. Well, if you want to take a risk, he's probably the only one you could talk to then, if he seems to be running such a socialite kind of thing.
Trust the devil, you know,
I'm
and the devils you don't.
baddies. Yeah.
You know, I
like
find
you
that
said
extremely racist.
Apologies.
Yeah, people make cat-related jokes to me all the time. You sort of just get used to it.
Yeah, turn of phrase, I guess. Yes, it's understandable, forgivable.
I simply use it in a term much like how people refer to people as humans, or humanity, or having humanity, or humane. It doesn't actually mean humans.
I just refer to people as people. And because people can mean any sort of people. It can mean devils, it can mean sins, it can mean beastkin, anything. People, you know?
All-encompassing, yes.
Yeah.
That would
I
be a
consider
lot more
anyone
helpful.
I can talk to and hold a conversation with as a person, no matter what their race or capability is.
And what would you suggest a replacement for the term humanity?
That's such an ingrained thing for people. I just think like maybe morality is probably better. That's what they mean, right?
Existence.
When they say humanity, they mean acting in a humane manner, which is really just about morality.
Indeed.
So morality is probably
Yes,
the
but
replacement.
morality is just a human concept in the first place, isn't it? It's a set of self-imposed rules.
Not necessarily. Morality is a tangible thing.
Indeed.
You know, for some places, say, for example, what you may find to be morally good is different than what I may find to be morally good. Therefore, it's tangible based on how we see
It's
it.
subjective.
Yeah.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
I hear a lot of people say there's no, like, right or wrong. There's just a whole bunch of, like, middle area. Kind of true.
Yes, it's just one grey pile, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel as though morality, the word, has weight to it. A lot of weight. Perhaps.
I think there are a lot of things about morality that several different races would probably agree are generally acceptable. And maybe that's where you can gauge it from.
People would say it's morally wrong for me to take people's souls, but that's what I do. But in all fairness,
it's part of your job, and it's part of the circle
people have
of
made a deal
existence,
for
you
it.
know?
Yes, people make a deal with me, and the end result is I get their soul. So is that morally
No.
wrong or morally right?
I
Or
think
doing
they
your
made
job.
the decision, personally, but
That is correct.
it's up to them.
They're creating a contract with yourself.
I mean, is it morally wrong for a business that's put a contract up to follow through on that contract? I don't think so. How's that any different for
Of
you?
course not.
Unless.
Yes, but some people then go, oh, it's because you're exploiting people. But then again, you look at a large company, are they not exploiting workers as well?
They absolutely are.
Oh, yes. Indentured slavery, it's wonderful, isn't it?
It's only one step above the actual slavery that goes on.
What, prison?
No, actual slavery. They're slavers
Yes.
in Zafira.
Well, prison's also actual slavery as well.
And
It's like
that's
you either get enslaved as a slave or you're put in prison and made into a slave as well. So just different flavors of it, I guess.
Quite the cowabomber right there, dude.
No, we're just discussing the morality of existence, I guess.
By talking about slave trading, that seems quite heavy. Oh no, definitely.
Well, the topic
I
has
could
progressed
definitely
to that.
tell by the conversation that I bumped into. You you definitely don't seem like thrilled about what
Well,
I'm talking about.
more like you walked in at a very interesting time and simply, well, made it more awkward. Well, it wasn't awkward to begin with.
Well, he made it awkward for himself.
Correct.
Well, if you need to continue talking about it, then I'll let you continue on that lovely excursion you got going on.
Take care.
Well, that was an experience, wasn't it?
That was certainly an experience. But yeah,
Yes.
generally speaking, at least going back to the topic of the gangs, I mean, they generally have kept to themselves. People stay in their own territory, they fight back and forth for turf. How it's always been in Lower Zafira. But lately, they've been a lot more active, which is where you get the stuff you saw in the market district yesterday.
I've heard about this.
Hello, Jazz.
Hi there. We're having horribly
What are
deep,
you up to?
intrinsical conversations.
You're
Yes.
learning.
What were you doing?
I embarrassed myself, so I came out here.
Well, there.
Fresh air is a good place to calm down after embarrassing oneself.
And I find the sound of the waterfall pretty calming as well if you need a place to relax.
Okay.
Is it true that these waters are healing?
No. You're welcome to join.
Indeed.
No.
You're fine.
The topics are getting kind of
Well,
heavy, so hopefully it doesn't bother you.
Oh, she
You were
could
saying
stand to
that?
learn a thing or two.
I can hold off on those other questions if you preferred. In current company.
I don't mind.
A quick aside, however, are these waters actually healing?
Oh, I have no idea. I hear story that waters from an onsen are supposed to have healing properties, but I don't know how medically true that is.
I think it's high in mineral content or something. Like, it's meant to be good for the skin more than anything. Those
Probably.
that actually
I've only
possess
been
it
in
and such.
once, and that's because I don't own a swimsuit, so I went in when I was
Yeah.
with someone who could dry me off.
Oh, that's actually a very clever idea. Just go swimming fully clothed and have someone dry you afterwards.
It's great when you're good friends with the witch. You just blue dry or presentiza, whatever, my clothes, and it was great.
Prestidigitation.
Sure, that one. I don't know anything about magic, man.
I only learned how to properly pronounce that. A word seemed to always scramble my memory banks. It always...
I'm just gonna call it
come on.
pretzels on vacation.
That sounds much more friendlier. Pretzels on vacation. Unfortunately, people won't really know what that means.
I'm sure if you said it to a wizard, they'd probably know exactly what you were trying to say.
They
even get a
more
little
than
upset.
likely get it, I think, yeah. they probably spend the next hour or so trying to explain to you phonetically why you should say it correctly, and you could just keep
Why it
messing with
is
them.
right, yeah.
I will consider using that as a icebreaker to a wizard.
There you go. Learn
Ah,
something new
yes.
every
Can
day.
you use pretzels on vacation on me, please? Quite the fun thing to ask a wizard. They may not
Yeah,
know
ask
what
that
the
to Holly
heck
next
you're
time I see
talking
her.
about.
Right. But you had a question before, what was it?
Yes, the gangs. Do you recall how many numbers there are?
Of each gang, or how many gangs there are?
Who would
Because
know?
Those are two
Oh,
vastly
there's so many
questions.
different gangs, yes.
At the very
Yeah.
least, the active angry gangs.
Well, I know that there's the Tigers and the Whispers are down there. 34th Street's on 34th Street, obviously. The Scrappers on a good portion of in the industrial area. The Predators are up on the northern side, and I've dealt with a few of the Claws in my past. And then there's the Triad, which you don't fuck with the Triad.
Well, I assume there would be numerous smaller groups that don't actually have any recognition throughout the greater city area.
Yeah, there are a couple of groups who own just a block or two, or have carved it up just an area for themselves. They fight constantly, so it's kind of hard to tell who owns what, usually. Just make sure you don't go past 6th Street and you're in the lower levels, and you'll probably be fine. Otherwise, you might walk into an area where you're supposed to not be wearing blue and get shot in the head.
Are any of these gangs
That's always uncomfortable.
Are any of these gangs actually doing what the original concept of gangs are supposed to be? Protection of the
In
people
my
they care for.
experience, actually, yeah. See, down in the slums, the ZPD and most of the upper people don't really care too much about us. And while I tried my best to stay out of the gangs, they did well enough to at least keep us safe from other gangs. So, yeah. As awful as the system is, the gangs sometimes work.
Hey, wait a second.
Sometimes.
You can't just get down on your hands and knees and stare at their ass.
I wasn't staring at their ass. I was trying to go around them and I couldn't.
Well, you can, but it's
So I
not
went
really
the other way.
impolite in society.
I would never
Yeah.
disrespect somebody's personal space like that.
Wait, is that the commitment today, or was this a commitment a while ago?
I don't answer dumb questions.
I thought you were about to touch my tail and I froze.
No, that would kill a bunny. You kidding me? You give them a heart attack. They're natural prey. You can't scare them too much. You can scare your bunny to death. Why would you want to do that? I'd be very sad if you died.
Those are absolute no-goes, generally.
Oh.
I did have a dog girl pull my tail the other day. I was very upset.
Oh.
Okay, we don't need your bedroom, you know.
Hunt? Jesus.
Not bedroom.
Pull someone's tail. It's not nice.
Very upsetting.
Sounds like
What?
someone
You said
got
a
up
dog
and
girl.
That
They should-
Cleo individual.
Should they not know
Yes.
better?
Wait,
Well,
You would
no,
think.
were they a
that
bitch?
Cleo individual seems to have a negative IQ,
Yes,
so that
actually.
doesn't surprise me.
It's good to know your score for racism
Bunny
hasn't
gets
changed, though.
That was a joke. That was not. Okay.
So is mine. Don't
I
worry.
believe you just did her like that. Dirty.
Nah, I was actually racist on purpose to technically glitch because the reason is because we were all joking around, and so then we just went back and forth.
There you go.
Yeah. He didn't know how he thought that humans, when they get horny, it's just because they want to procreate. The sad truth is that's not entirely
Actually, yes,
right.
that is a common misconception. But we probably shouldn't talk about horniness around jazz.
Don't worry
Yes,
about
let
it.
us then talk about dangerous things like gangs and other things.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, let's talk about things
And the
that are
existential crisis of
very
his
bad for
existence.
people.
You are half the time.
Yes. Morality and such.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
See, Jazz would actually be quite fun at the morality thing. She seems very innocent about it all, so wondering what her view on morality would actually be.
Yeah, what's your
I did
view
have a
on
very
morality?
interesting conversation.
Just ask him. What's your view on morality?
Unsure?
Oh no, he's touching her ears.
I believe touching one's
I mean,
ears
you're
is.
doing better by, like, you know, just rubbing the ear, you know?
There we go. I was timing that.
I was just touching the
You were
hairs of
timing?
the hair.
You were just poking the tops, yeah.
No, I was touching the hairs of the hair.
So I've learned that it takes her longer to run away now when touching her ears than it does if you just call her something that's a compliment. That's fun.
That would be a carrot.
I'll enjoy that later.
I said an A in there, didn't I? I did not mean
The
to say
cat
A.
in the back. Well, the other cat. You never let
Actually,
that go.
wait. So if you get a biscuit, right?
That is
and
true.
then you get a brisket, can you say it's your brisket biscuit? Or your biscuit biscuit?
Sure, why not?
I'm just wondering if anyone's going to steal her
Head
look.
pass.
Fashion.
Actually, I do want to test one thing when it comes to cat girls. Cat boys it's slightly different because Toms are always a bit, well.
Well, I don't even
I
know
mean,
if I'm
hey,
cat
boy
dog.
cats still feel if you
I don't
like
know what
rub
I
like
am.
right above the tail, you know?
I
Yes,
would imagine
but it was more
most
about
people would
if you
be.
touched
How does that
I
work?
have a boyfriend. Could you not?
We're not talking about yours at the moment. We're just talking
Does that really
theoretically.
tie you down to anything?
Yes.
Theoretically. Wait, you like that as well?
What? Sorry, I didn't even hear what the question was. Please repeat.
Okay, so
Do you
when
like
someone
getting
like
your ass scratched? I believe
okay,
would be
wait,
the,
that's a little different. You gotta portray it as. Do you like getting like right above the tail? You know that indent right
Do
between.
you like your shaft
Scratch-
being rubbed? I'm sorry.
I
Dave.
believe there is someone. I believe there is someone
Yes,
I
I
want
was
to
about
speak
to
to.
go
I will
for
come
that.
back at a later time. I will come back at a later
No
time.
ship, no shipbuilding.
Sounds like it's a full dockyard around here.
Generally speaking, I don't like people touching my tail in any aspect.
Well, yeah, but I'm just meaning like, is that one thing that like just works or?
No, it's not gonna fall off. Is your tail gonna fall off?
It was a question, woman. Look, you're the one that talked about sitting in Susan's fucking hole.
I am confused.
Do a favor by doing that, I think.
Exactly. You talked
I think
about
he
it.
does enough.
Comes out of it.
Literally call up Sig. Yeah, you forgot that he gave me his number, huh?
Confusion.
I'm so sorry.
Wait, he can actually give his number to females?
I would like to ask, how are the two of you? You have very unique features, and also confusing and creating imbalance in my head.
Like his number, right? But like, he gave me his number on a piece of paper.
I see.
But that means that I
Neither of you speak.
put him into our... So like, why would he say that? Is it just something that he just says? Or is he just being stupid? And doesn't really realize it.
Just chilling. I see.
Oh, the cat's gone.
Chilling is good.
That's the thing about small
Onsens are a place of relaxation and chilling, correct?
Keeping an eye on Jazz, but she hasn't come back after the ear touching thing.
Yeah, she probably ran over there or over there, but I don't know.
She tends to try and find
I would prefer if you would not tap the visor.
Oh, yeah, you know...
Visuals get a little... Well, as long as you tap away from the eyes.
That might be why then. Maybe
I believe my facial expressions are maybe going out of whack in situations such as this.
Yeah, kind of naturally. I mean, I ended up hanging around a bunch of Holly's friends because of Holly, so I ended up being all of Alice and her family. Hanging out with them.
I would not say that. It is alright. I would say...
Oh no, why? Why would you say that?
What would I say? Jolly good.
You even need to clarify that.
Yeah, that's,
I don't know. Last time we talked, he
It means... Jolly good? Oh, hey. Be careful when poking and things like look like this. Your finger can get caught if it is moving in a bad position.
Also, what did I say was a big business?
I see. I wasn't expecting. You are capable of sparking in a place like this.
I haven't ventured anything. I think you're confusing me with someone else.
I believe I may need to consume a beverage or something with calories.
That was like how long ago was that?
2 weeks ago?
Roughly around that time.
You made my day run away, man. Fuck. Oh, dude. I'm his tragic backstory.
Please.
Stop. Oh no, whoa. Backstory is the night that he was told he had to be a maid and then slapped down there with a broom.
I think they're playing tag around here. Looks like me.
I was gonna be, I was going to be switching to Danielle, but I see someone I would like to speak to, perhaps.
What's his name? Shoddy's missing.
Happy birthday! I'm having something that maybe could benefit you from a distance while you are. That doesn't make any sense. A difficult target to really lock on.
What's up?
It's difficult to move around in this really small stature. Good grief.
My hair.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I just really. You just
appreciate it. I would appreciate you would not do that. And I would appreciate an apology. And I would appreciate that you
Maybe you
shut
should stop bedazzling your phones.
I'm sorry, that was too much. My apologies.
I will count through it.
Excuse me, where is the line starting?
Seemed like a lot, so I'll get
no idea who you are.
I know what to do here.
This is the worst story I think I've ever heard anyone tell me.
Nice to meet you.
Cam.
Yeah.
Cam.
What's your name?
Be above.
I don't understand the whole credit thing.
You know, you just said your name.
God, how do you carry that around?
But I don't.
Yeah, very strong arms,
Cam,
actually.
right?
I love
Cam.
it. Oh.
Cam. Cam.
Thank you, Mr. Good.
Really?
Come on, honey.
Do please enjoy.
Anyway.
Josephine II.
Oh boy.
Hello.
You know, Josephine II. While I might not be good at
Do
remembering
you
your name,
have something
I can help you.
you have something that provides calories that are this small?
All right, now you're just playing potato with me. All right, Cam.
That is.
Sorry, you didn't let me. You didn't have my eyes on you.
I still got a lot to go through. Like this small? Can you quantify that to some degree?
Something that could be smaller than the center area around here.
You don't forget these eyes.
So, are you looking for food or a drink or kind of like probably food? I'm guessing.
Do you have a drink that has ample amounts of calories?
I have an empty beer bottle. Here you go.
What do you? Thank you. What do you?
My headphones.
We have milkshakes. We have like. What do you look about?
A milkshake would be fine. It should have some ample amounts of calories for me. I have an energy converter.
Good.
I think that's a good.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hey, listen,
okay.
if you're gonna kiss me, at least try me to get
20 currency.
Alright.
Do you have a
slide dog you?
Do you have any flavor in particular? Or?
Unfortunately, I cannot taste things.
I'm gonna go follow Callie.
Okay. I'll wing it. Go ahead.
Okay.
No.
Anyways, I'll see you later. I'm heading.
Is that
There we
good?
go. Okay, bye. Yeah, accepted. Thank you. All right, I'll go ahead and get your.
All right. You go. I'm going.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll go. Guys, did you? Yeah, Pete did. Yep.
There you go. Vanilla milkshake. Enjoy.
Oh.
I hope it provides the calories you needed.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. There you go.
It would be even better if I knew how to consume, or if I knew how to, well, enjoy its flavors. But perhaps that will be an upgrade at a later date. Hello. What is your name? I see. Oh, my name is Ashtier.
Oh, there you
It's good to meet you. Oh, perhaps we should move out of the way so that we would not be in the way of other people here.
Yeah, someone's looking for you. Oh. The one with the
Over here. This would be just fine.
demon white hair, the different eyes.
But it is good to meet you. I need to get a recharge in calories because of the unusual thing you were doing. It will look really weird. I do not consume things through my face.
I have some very
I must
important
place
news
it
for you.
here.
Multiplied. There's another one of me.
I am a weird. Oh, perhaps you should not do that. This is where I digest things.
No.
Oh, same
Would you
things.
like to go and see?
No. I don't want to see another one of you. No. Weirdo.
Aren't you curious?
What?
I'd rather steer clear.
These things stay quite, stay quite snug on me.
No.
She's completely much nicer.
Would you like to know of a secret? Okay. Oh, then. Hold on for one moment, right there. Hello.
You know how much they are, right?
That is a secret. I am enjoying a nice beverage here. Is there any problem with that? I believe it is a bit weird to drink through your stomach. So, what do you consume? All sorts of things? Hmm? Oh, I see. Fish. Fish are indeed yummy. Although I believe this fish are kind of special fish, right? Understood. It's good to see you again. Hello. Your beverages are quite good here. It's a shame that I cannot taste them myself. I can only convert them into energy.
I'm sorry. Oh, little baby.
Is this your child?
Yeah. I heard my name. Hello. Oh. You tired? Okay. I'm gonna take her home.
Hello.
Alright.
Farewell.
Good night, Fishy.
Alright. Alright, so see you later.
I am returning contents of milkshake, rather the cup. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
You. There you go. There you go.
Oh my god. The fact that I went, it's good to see. It's good to see you. It's literally right there. You seem like a very lonesome person in this corner.
Yes. Someone take a seat, give me some company.
Of course.
What's your name?
My name is S Tier. I am trying to find the right place of chair engagement. It is very difficult for myself.
actually nice running into you again, Farron.
You seem long-winded after that. Things that had occurred earlier.
Yeah. It was a mismatch situation, this, that, blah, 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 blah.
How did you get involved in such a unusual situation like that?
I knew the girl that was being chased around, so I was like, oh, well, might as well check in. This and that, conversations Brock or when somebody else was coming in. A lot of crackhead energy.
Everything okay?
Made it difficult to deal with.
Something happened.
So it sounds like you got in a situation that was, some may consider, just another day?
I should be over at the bath house.
I guess some would consider it that, yeah.
In that small little cove.
I hope you have not been too stressed out here.
Not keep you away.
Well, just, just trying to keep an ear to the ground. Not a lot being talked about, though.
There are words of gangs activity occurring. There have always been gangs, however,
Yeah,
they are becoming more active.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. Any idea what games they are? Or anything?
I have heard several names. Of course, there are the scrappers, whom someone like myself need to avoid. However, all the other gangs are still others that I must avoid, for I am someone who can probably get kicked around, and I would much rather not get kicked around. I have heard names such as Whisperers, Tigers, Claws, and another one that I will need to check my databanks and recordings to see what it was. It seems as though there may be some gangs that are still following through the original idea of gangs, which is to protect people that they care for. However, other gangs may be going a little overboard.
Right, that's normally how most gang wars start out anyway.
A shame, really.
Yeah.
People want to protect family, and others take advantage of the attachment.
Yep, and people get caught in the middle.
Of course. It also seems as though vigilantes are seen as both a good and a bad thing in this area.
Yeah, overheard Sachi mention that he wants to try to keep the vigilantes out. Which, it's kind of understandable. Vigilantes can be problematic, given this certain situations.
A vigilante may cause collateral damage, and thus a real estate agent may not appreciate the value of their property going down. However, this is my assumption on the person who seems rather important to this place is also a real estate agent, which I am most likely incorrect on that assumption.
Yeah, it's a pretty good assessment of why they want to keep the vigilantes out.
Perhaps it might be that it could get in the way of things. Other things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that a clown or a jester?
Pretty sure it's a clown. I think that was one that was chasing that girl around earlier.
It was.
Speaking of which, finally calmed down. She's all over the place.
She was approached by.
It doesn't matter.
She was approached by someone who maybe. Mm, mm, unsure, actually. They are purple and have horns. I do not believe they are a devil. I believe they are some sort of magical race of some sort.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that guy. They're going back and forth. It's a big fucking headache. I should get my nose out of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this guy. This is the first time that Asher's technically met Calypso. So, yeah. I should probably continue. Hmm? What is that?
Oh, I just feel like it's gonna be closing soon, I think.
There is still more time. In fact, I believe it is 1 more hour until closing.
Oh Jesus! I have to take off early.
Understood.
Happening at the moment.
I need to go see if there's anyone else I can speak to about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You take care, okay?
You too.
I'm so used to me. Yeah, I just took a picture of you to show on camera.
I'm so used to sensing a soul from something looking so lifelike.
Pretty louder.
Yeah. It's just a big one of those that we put in space.
Out of character,
Why do you have a picture of yourself on your shirt?
I like the fact that I got to use that twice. I got to use it twice. Shadow's already seen the thing, so you know. And to see the smile back, that was so nice to see the smile back. I really like that a lot. Okay, so the question is, do I switch to Danielle?
I do not believe that talking assisted in finding.
Well, we communicated data. It helped with making sure you were informed.
I know you do not like finding out after everything has either been solved or.
Yeah, I'm really thinking about also that person running around the lady running around the casual dress and stuff like that, or casual outfit, whatnot. Like, she sounds like she could be like a voice actress. She 100% sounds like a voice actress.
Anything else I could obviously do other than juggle balls. What?
Adjusters, they're like discount bards.
Discount bards? What kind of disrespectful shit? I'm better than a fucking bard singing fucking jovial fucking tunes about some stupid hero that didn't do shit.
I am sorry, my friend.
Excuse me. As a bard, I take offense to that.
Oh god, oh lord, oh no. Here we go. It's under the rabbit hole. Oh, she's getting up. Oh lord. What you gonna do?
I'm stuck on the ground.
Mr. Jester, you sound way less friendly than I heard earlier.
Yeah, I'm irritated. I've had an irritating night. This entire night, it has been irritation. So I guess I'm a little upset.
I cannot see where I am.
She's stuck on the ground.
A jester must remain in good terms, and good jolly terms. Or they try to jest and like to
Jesters are
jest.
supposed to entertain everyone, and they're supposed to provide entertainment wherever they go.
I'm not on the clock. No one is paying me. I have no reason to be jovial and jester-like. There's nothing that's pushing me to do
This
so.
is why you're a discount bard, because we bards do it for free and getting money afterwards as
Oh wow!
donation.
You're doing the world a service. Oh
Yes,
my!
we are. You're just in it for your own self-profit.
Well, actually, if you want to be literal, I'm in it because my boss makes me have to dance so that I can give him the money, or else he beats me. So no, it's not exactly my fault that I don't want to be jovial all the fucking time.
Who is your
I can't
boss?
smack a person here. I know against the rule to hit people. Huh? What?
Who is your boss? That is very unfair.
Mass-produced jesters.
More. What was that?
Whoa. Now look here.
Actually,
okay?
yes, I did see multiple versions of him, so...
That's multiverse theory. Or what the fuck she said. I don't know what the fuck she was talking about.
That's just mass production, and so like when they mass produce, the jokes are like really like used over and over again.
What do you
so,
mean?
like they lose
Candy dimension.
originality.
There's no cotton candy version of you, because you are the cotton candy.
What the fuck does that mean? What are you saying?
There's no version of you that's cotton candy, because you're cotton
not
candy
cotton
yourself.
candy, don't touch me. I'm not cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, there probably is.
I'm a demon. A robotic demon.
Pink one running around, but I did not know they were the same thing.
Oh, a demon.
Oh my god, we're not the same.
Is that the reason why you cannot remove
Same thing as there's
your
like also like blue
jester-like
things.
appearance?
There's different colors of us rather than just purple.
No, well, I mean, I was built like this, and I emulate my original, personality.
People
think
you were built like that. Factory?
Not a factory.
I would
want to go show you more things.
I would suggest perhaps maybe entering the onsen in a kimono or something like that, so that you may seem like you're in a casual and off-hours mode.
I am a performer of singing and dancing. That is mainly what I do.
Performer that's only in it for the
your
money and not
lips,
the
you
actual.
evil clown. Now I know it makes you odd, but yes, I have a singular prototype that is created of my creatures. There's no other ones.
Well, that is not what I'm getting at.
Shake your head on you fucking
Until
one.
there is.
You are.
Until there is. And then there's just
I'm not talking to this one for a little bit. What are you saying?
I was trying to say that since you are off hours, should you not appear as though you are off hours?
You think if I wanted to appear for off hours, you think I would take the chance? I would love to, but the moment would kick my ass. I can't change my appearance. He's gonna fucking tear me
like
back
a
apart.
robot, right? Why are you
Yes,
at
I'm
an
a robot.
onsen? This place is like designated for like water-related things.
Even
You can't
robots.
even eat either. Like what?
Look, all I'll say is I can handle many fluids, so I can be here.
Damn.
Even robots enjoy the
Are
atmosphere.
you also a sex bot? Are you like a multi-purpose kind of situation?
I was not ready for you to ask that question, honey.
I don't know if you can see my eyes moving, but I'm not gonna answer that vocally. You can make that your guess yourself. But let me
There
just
is no
say,
shame.
I never had any low ratings.
There is no shame in being a sex bot on the side.
I know there's no shame. I'm fucking wonderful. I never get any low ratings.
Money. It's an actual job.
It is good money, and I don't really derive any pleasure from it because I can't really feel anything. But this is besides the point.
Understood.
Why are you talking about my sex life? Why are you interested? Whoa. If you try to get me involved, I gotta see cash first, okay? I'm
No,
not
you're
just
not
out here
really my
about it.
type. You're not really my
Good.
type.
I don't fuck bots. Sorry.
Oh, so you're is it technically racist if it's against bars?
How's
or
it
is that, like,
racist against your fucking job?
Is it
That's not a classist either.
Classist.
I think so.
I mean, it's
How
kind
is
of
it
hypocritical as well.
Classist.
Why would I fuck
Because,
another
I mean,
entertainer?
you were
I'm the
complaining about
entertaining
how,
one. I'm the one
you
that's being
know-
entertaining. I'm not gonna pay somebody. I'm not gonna get somebody paying me for shared entertainment. I'm in the bedroom. I don't want them cacking jokes. That's my job. That's what I do.
Is there something wrong with sex work?
No.
Then why are you complaining about bard work? hypocritical.
This is too deep for myself.
Conversation. I'm done with this.
Too deep for myself.
You can get into it, maybe. It's cute. We're into that. I don't think you should. I don't think you would be able to handle it. I think.
You can show me around now.
Okie dokie. Goodbye, sex bot.
Do we give the food? Do we give the food to the earth?
Are you giving your respects to the shrine?
Yeah. Oh, and also, you know, finding a good spot to possibly make a painting.
Painting?
Yeah. The atmosphere here. Very nice, and trying to recreate it as a painting.
Understood. This place is quite.
Trying to think of the right proportions of how to start with the frame.
Well, maybe.
You're having a moment.
Oh, perhaps. Oh, actually, as a synthetic, I myself am still learning how to understand the concept of art, so perhaps I may not be able to assist in any kind of way. But my understanding, my limited understanding of arts, perhaps might inform me that you might need to include a little bit more of the moon.
Yeah, a lot of the other spots I was checking at had a good portion of the moon.
But including the shrine may be difficult.
At the far side. Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can get at something that would include the shrine. But all the other spots that I've done along the benches over there, and even over by the bridge, over on the hill on the other side, those don't really get the shot of the shrine here.
Perhaps you may try to make something up. Perhaps combining different parts.
Yeah.
I wish you then good luck.
Be of just painting out those trees off on the hill as to make the moon peering right below the tree. The big tree here.
That would work. If only you can simply just ask for assistance from the owner and simply just move them. Of course, something like that would be sort of silly.
Yeah. That's also the fun of painting. Even if it's of scenery.
That is true.
You can just take the painting and change things and make it your own.
That is true. I need to continue learning about this location, so it was good to talk to you for a brief moment.
Right. Likewise. Stay around, stranger.
Farewell, stranger. A part of me feels like I just want to approach these guys over here and go, like, how do you do, fellows? Should show us, Danielle. I'm contemplating it. I think right now this is enough information for Kirby to be considering at the moment, I guess.
Whoa, what the? That guy is flipping out even further.
Is that really the mom? This is crazy. She's so young.
Yes, that is my mother.
got your mother too. How many kids? Okay. I'm not asking you. This is so pretty.
Alright. Seems as though they're goofing off. Nothing to worry.
Scouts. We clean all organic matter in hell. And we serve humanity.
Perhaps good time to head on home.
Because I was the one that answered.
Like 5 minutes, but we have no one that knows how to deal with AI programming stuff.
I'm in the mood to switch over to Danielle. Maybe just have her just walk around, maybe just sit down. But even though I don't have anyone to talk to, I'm just in the mood. Hello.
Hey, no.
That is correct. I've enjoyed my time here.
Alright, Seaverse. Yeah, good to hear it. Have a good one. Tip us with you.
Thank you.
See you later. Yep, no.
I should really consider looking for an apartment or something like that. That'd be too much money, to be honest. I want to switch on her.
No, I don't stream anymore. I haven't been streamed in like over a year.
Ah, he swapped out.
I didn't get to tell you.
What?
So here it is.
We met
I'm proud of you. You got partnered, and I
You fucking confused the shit out of me that night when you fucking
I was
did
trying
that
to
bit.
allude to.
Yes,
but it took me a minute. Congratulations, Arbor, on your partner.
Oh. Wait, look this way? Which is the way? Which is the direction I'm looking? Which is the direction I'm looking? There we go, this is the direction I'm looking. Okay.
Open-eyed
Good night. I had fun. I hope you did.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
See you later.
Bye, Mom.
Stay at school. Don't talk to strangers.
Yeah, don't talk to strangers.
Oh my god. No, don't do that. That's a terrible idea.
Oh my god.
There we go. Thank you for the heads up right there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Girl looking pretty fucking clean. Joseph looks like Joseph, but in a different outfit.
Well,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The new teacher, though.
Take care, okay?
Good luck, stranger.
I wanted to have the screen pop up, but like we were too out in the open. I couldn't do it. I really did want to just be like,
Yeah, I do. Oh, and you want to know something?
what's up?
Most of the time, I tell people, hey, yo, stranger. Most of the time, I say that to people. It's people that I know.
Ah ha ha!
That's kind of my way of saying, of quietly saying to someone, I know who you are. Because I've done that with Ricky when they were incognito.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I come up and saying them and just saying, hello, stranger.
Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna head back in there. Go the homeless life or try to see. Oh my god. Take it.
Probably could, yeah. I wouldn't test it, but I don't know.
So I think it's best my character doesn't try to do that then. Like, trying to have someone take him in, like, nah. If he's gonna intentionally be involved in some crazy things, it's best not to.
Hey. For 5 minutes doing this.
Hey, unusual?
Yep.
Alright, put this on you. There you go.
Thank you.
These shoes, as usual. You know the thing.
Yep.
See you later.
You're welcome. Oh, JC.
I'm just going to pop to the restroom. Do I need to take off my face?
Okay. Yep. Question on you. Alright. Go.
Thank you, I'll be right back.
Y'all go. Alright.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Hi.
Hi, can I help you?
Let's see. I would like some jasmine lavender tea.
Okay, that'll be 6 currency.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, homeless life could have been a potential thing, but Kirby's still upgrading the thing. He needs this thing to be super well defended. Like he needs to get this thing built up so that he wouldn't need to use a sword at all.
There you are.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
I don't think underwear counts as being most libraries have at least maybe
It's like playing
7 to 12 copies.
It's a bad one. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh no, go ahead. I can take it.
You just need to take it off.
Oh, okay. Well, once you go through, there's no
Yeah.
There's one thing I can say about it.
He's playing coy. Smart.
It's when you know they like you already.
Wow, there's a lot more like magical creatures coming out.
Wait, does Luna not know how to pick people up or to
I don't have to worry about this down here.
It's actually funny because I missed the other one.
Thank you, Alice.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh, that wouldn't be those dangerous people, would it? I should be updating myself on dangerous people around here, shouldn't I? Hello.
Oh boy. Hey Daniel. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Hey. Anything,
My friends are being dumbasses.
Really? So what are they doing? Like,
Yes.
pushing each other around, or just saying a bunch of dumb things?
Noises.
Okay.
Making a bunch of random ass noises. Anyway, I'm gonna walk around and stuff.
Yeah. I know. I think. Yes. An aspect of me is unfortunately cursed.
Why are you dying, Sam?
There's a curse here? Hey. Is someone cursed?
I'm glad we're in the same boat.
No. Let me bring you back to life with the magic spell.
Okay.
How does
Actually,
the bird extending illegal
could-
legs being less functional?
Could technology be cursed?
What is it?
Probably.
What was
I
that?
don't see why not.
I poured water.
Oh.
Wait, a tree can be cursed, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. Huh.
Yeah. See, I'm pretty sure anything can be cursed.
Yeah, please.
obviously.
I can't watch my own face. Oh.
Anything can be
I
cursed.
think he's made it worse.
So, a bar of soap could be cursed.
Get a little better.
A hot dog could be cursed.
Stop on.
You're right. There's no longer.
What labels an item as cursed?
That's magic. Basically,
Understandable.
you solve one problem, you make another. You put magic into an item, but typically if it's a curse, the magic has a negative effect. Magic's hard to explain.
I think curses work differently. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to learn, but I think curses work differently than magic. But they can be magic.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I guess this is the area for not talking much about it.
I'm looking at the sky.
Here's another complaint is like they don't bother trying to process magic yet, like that related.
Understood.
Okay.
Shall comply then.
Are you learning about things?
Well, if they're gonna run in front of where you're firing the fireworks, it's kind of their own.
Greetings. Yes. I have much data to process in my systems.
Oh. Oh, good luck trying to, catalog everything here. There's kind of a lot to be absorbing.
Yes, I had to get a full reset of my system necessary to reduce to a stability,
It's designed to keep things at a safe level.
as data input was causing instability in systems.
It's probably not safe.
However, I am now in a stable state.
Have you considered running in safe mode?
They said there's no fucking purpose, but they can't do anything about it. So
A safe mode.
Oh, sorry, I don't know how many synthetics have it, something like that. Just,
doesn't seem common. I haven't heard about many other synthetics having a safe mode. Also, thinking about it more, you can have a basic understanding of magic is doable, but like trying to actually understand how it works, that is very complicated, so don't try to process that.
it doesn't make any sense. Magic is weird. It follows my own rules. I'm trying to...
And also because multiversal stuff, it can be different places. Yeah, like basic understanding, but don't try to get into specifics. You'll just kind of go into a pretty spiral.
I'm trying to learn how to maybe.
So follow the order of avoiding concepts of magic.
Oh, that. No, so I would suggest maybe you shouldn't try to avoid it altogether. Maybe when you're ready, you can start understanding the concept of magic. But you should at least be able to later on learn how to defend yourself against people who use magic.
Maybe they don't appreciate fireworks.
I'm not programmed or designed to fight.
Well, at the very least, know how to flee from it. I guess if you don't have to worry about going on into dangerous areas, then I guess you should be fine.
If this magic proves harmful to me, I may follow Order 3 and depart from the area to preserve myself.
What's your job?
My current job is to follow and obey any commands and orders from authorized personnel, such as Kate or Sam.
Oh, I see. So you got a secretary then?
No, this is a probably technically, authorized personnel, that, like, in a less literal sense, if you get that.
Yeah, I get you then. Huh.
Kate has been given status of owner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're not gonna have too much trouble teaching them stuff.
It's kind of fun to be doing it again.
Oh, you've already taught some others before?
I had to teach people about concepts like this, yeah. Sam, when he first came around the multiverse, he was not nearly as advanced as he is now. Also kind of with lands, too.
Oh, so it's... I guess it's somewhat like me when I first... It's kind of like me, like when I first appeared on this planet.
Yeah, but like, even more since he's synthetic and he understands the basic concepts, like,
Yeah.
caring about other people and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I wish you good luck with that. I guess I kind of understand how difficult it can be.
Kate.
Yep.
Does Sam possess a personality core?
What was that?
I don't know if he has a literal one or not, but he...
Oh, yes, absolutely.
At the very least, he certainly has something similar to it. He certainly has a personality. I forget if he has a literal personality core. Because, like, sometimes when the data that can be stored on a personality core can be, like, incorporated into the rest of the programming, the AI, whatnot, but... Sometimes it's separate.
I don't think anything.
What?
There it goes. Oh, there we go. Yes, I am now a true dragon.
Sachi, you're not gonna blast up with your gun here, are you?
I'm waiting for someone to say pull.
Oh my god.
That's a reference to something I know.
I heard there were fireworks.
Oh, yes. This was watch the flying lizard that's gonna shoot fireworks out of its mouth.
Is that happening soon, or did we miss the fireworks?
Right behind you.
Happening. It's going to happen, and as soon as he starts sparking up the fireworks.
Interesting skill.
Certainly.
I would recommend getting away from this area.
Okay.
I would recommend leaving. Probably. I heard that he ate some very spicy curry one.
set up.
Fireworks.
Oh, the fireworks that are going to happen at a
Yes,
Metaverse.
that's why we're all
Yeah,
gathered
okay,
here.
leave
I'm
it.
glad we're
Yeah.
fast.
See that?
Yeah,
that
usually not the best idea. It's usually best to stay over here. Why not be annoying?
Yeah, they're using magic or something. Yeah.
Should we sit down?
I think one of the staff has floating magic. I can't remember. Yeah, we can sit down somewhere. We'll pick a spot.
Floating candy.
You pick a spot.
I want to float. I want to fly.
I was gonna do that. Never mind.
No, I get it. Never mind.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh man, fuck! That's so cool. Oh my god! Well, it's raining on me. You know what happened?
Let's just sit. How about this? Let's just sit on this mound or the little bench. Whatever. I'm fine with it.
I can't.
Oh.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh.
They come over and then they explode to that one move.
What did your date leave already?
Looks like no, I think she's having some blood issues suddenly. She cleaned her eyeballs, maybe. I don't know.
They're like meat. Okay.
Oh, okay.
She ran thinking,
Nah.
I can't. Whatever that was.
Okay. Quite nice.
Because gunpowder is a type of explosive. It's used for 90% of the explosives that do exist.
Because baby, you're a firework.
Like a plastic bag.
I want to have a good shot of this, but it's not gonna work.
Like a plastic bag.
Like a plastic bag.
Like a plastic bag.
Like a plastic
Like a plastic bag.
Like
Like a plastic bag.
Baby, you are like a firework.
Oh.
Drifting through the wind.
You're alright. You sound like you're in pain.
Baby, you're
Make him go.
Oh god, softer ground.
Finale kind of thing. But tonight it's the last thing of the night. Someone's using a lot of profanity.
Alright, I kicked the pebble.
Who's climbing a fucking tree? Someone's climbing a tree.
I don't think you're allowed to do that. Who's climbing a tree? I don't see them.
I don't know, I'm gonna kick their ass.
Oh, I see him.
Oh, that's snow.
No,
Get them, they don't know.
that's not snow. There's someone else on the tree.
There's someone else there.
There's someone else. No, didn't climb the tree.
Oh, it's that guy, the guy that was chasing after people.
Yeah, here we go. Once.
He's worn twice actually.
Oh. I'll let boss know. Give me 1 second. You guys stay here, okay? I'm gonna go get a kid.
Yeah, we got
Right, sorry. I should be talking now instead of like watching the fireworks here. But
I'm pretty sure that's the mate's third warning.
this is
Good night.
this is really nice. This is really nice. I don't know if I need to keep my eyes on Scaly to keep seeing the fireworks and whatnot. So I'm just like,
Nice snow. Look at the fireworks go. Yeah, fireworks are usually used for entertainment celebrations, all that sorts of stuff like that. But you separate the compound inside of a firework, it can be used for anything else.
Oh my god, I hate idiots.
So, even something with lethal intent with a compound can even be made into something spectacular to watch.
I really like that one. Oh.
God, he's getting escorted out.
Wrap up a big fire, just like Scaly right now. Maybe.
Oh. By the way, chat, if you guys have any questions right now, you can go ahead and ask them since, you know, not doing much of anything.
Drinking alcohol even though it is poison?
Yeah. Some things can be bad, but also using parts of those things that are bad to make something wonderful.
Thanks.
Let him know that he's welcome back later.
People like to say,
He's out for the rest of the night. So.
Yeah.
bad things can bring
Of course.
good things or something like that. Said a certain word.
Ooh, that looks like a watermelon.
It does.
I'm hungry. I want pizza.
We're gonna get pizza afterwards.
I have watermelon on my pizza.
So. There you go.
So, I guess, like, you know, since there's no questions coming up here, I could probably do some little bit of talking about some other
No,
things.
we are not doing watermelon.
It's,
Why am I not have watermelon on my pizza?
like, you know, on one hand, it's
I
a
am
bit of a
not
bummer that, like,
offending my taste
Danielle
buds
hasn't
yet.
been, like, you know, doesn't pop in during sometimes, like, talking to certain people, but
What is it about
it,
fireworks that seems so calming?
How about you not? And
it
just
kind
put,
of
like,
feels like it's still kind of
pineapples on it or
appropriate
something.
for her and whatnot, like, sort of loner thing that she's got going on.
When you consider it, it's an explosion. How is
Um,
What does watermelon taste like?
I'd say it's sweet, but very
still
watery.
trying to think of, like, what I'm going to be taking her or whatnot.
Think of like
It
running
would really
water.
be nice to get her into some kind of scrap place, you know, scrap yard, etc., etc. But then I'm gotta be like, you know, what's this RP gonna? You know what? I could probably just be like, let's go to a location. Does anyone want to do some kind of random stuff over here regarding the scrapyard stuff? And just see what happens. Oh.
It is used as cool. Take watermelons and put popsicle sticks
Maybe
in a
time
slice
share
of
with me.
watermelon and kind of eat them like that.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice, Faust.
So yes, I would consider
It's like I say that would be nice, because now I guess now I'm starting to be convinced of the whole her being a bean. Like at this point, I'm just like, you know what? All right, fine. You know, this is her destiny to become a bean in some way. So
Kind of rare to get it.
would be nice. It also would be nice to kind of like see her talking about like her past, I guess.
Watermelon a rare food? I know.
It is quite abundant in some areas.
Events happening every week.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those were actually.
They have
No,
fighting
well,
performances
growing up, I didn't
from
really
time to time.
Just very tired, are you?
Why?
I really wish I could have the camera out. I really do.
Explosion!
Exclusion.
We can say he had unlimited access. For some times. So if it wasn't hot, he didn't get a watermelon.
It's really nice though. What time is it? It's 4:10. I cannot believe Scaly is just. I can't believe Scaly is just doing this. Just consumed a float, you know, levitation candy, and it's just. Oh my god, this is so silly. Like past scenes, social telephone. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, I need to get the camera out. Can I get no? Let's work. There we go. Okay. Trying to make it so you guys can still see it just fine.
They are very pretty.
There we go. So, Faust, what you said there. People who are not around at the moment. Lila is most likely off with Fable, and beforehand she was in the hospital.
Considering we got enough land, so we don't got to really worry about fire marshal or anything.
I know how to make them.
So she really doesn't have much people to talk to. She could have been talking to, let's say, like maybe Solana, neighbor and stuff like that. But still, that's another situation of like another person not around. I tried to talk to Percy, but I guess gotta be around the right time.
Them a little upside down.
Okay.
Yes.
So there is still some people she can still try to talk to.
Experience it at a different angle. Yeah, come here. Yeah, come here.
So I guess just I guess for tonight, like maybe just a little bit of hints of loneliness for her today. Music kind of I'm feeling that a little bit from the music as well.
I like the blue one where it kind of just frizzles off into a bunch of cool designs.
Perhaps. She could probably get to befriend more of the staff. We need to be figuring out how to, I guess, get her to be down for that.
Alaric, which one do you like?
I enjoy them all. That is.
God, how do I position myself for these fireworks?
Well,
What do you think? Which one speaks to you?
How do I position this camera?
The one that goes from green to purple.
oh yeah, those ones
Reminds me
are.
of my sibling.
Lay on a hill.
I think if I had to choose another one, it would look like the ones that look like atoms or stars with planets around them.
I call that when Saturn's
I
around.
hate idiots.
Oh, that's cool. I like that one.
That one.
Yeah.
The yellow one. First That's my favorite.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I would love to be on the hill. The problem is I don't want to be like I don't want to approach the characters because like it just feels like it would feel a little bit weird. Like if I was there beforehand, then that would have been fine. But here, no. I guess just there we go. Just make it so the hands behind. There we go. I think this might work. Let's see, can you guys see just fine? Yep. There we go.
Oh wow.
us a joke on the way home.
We did that already. Alright, Scaly, if you want to wrap it up, you can, alright?
Take a breather.
Okay.
Oh. Supernova.
Big Bertha. Apparently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
You did a wonderful job, Scaly.
Good job, Scaly.
Thank you. Let me go put away my stuff.
Alright, I think it's over minutes.
Then how about we head out? We can compile all that data together while we get pizza.
I'll certainly go out in space sometime. It's been a while.
Here you go. Yep, you up. There you go.
Snow, do you wish to come with us to get pizza, hun?
Pizza. Pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza. Come on. Here you go. Come on. Come on, friend. We gotta go places.
Funny like the fireworks.
Oh, never mind. I'll leave you two to your cuddle bunch.
Who's on first?
Yeah, but if who's on first, who's on second? Correct.
Yeah, but like who? But who's on first?
Wait, why don't you know who's on first, second, but you know who's on first?
Oh, no.
But who's on first?
Yeah, you're correct. Who's on first?
No, but like who? Who is it?
Who's on third? I don't know.
I hate this. This
Isn't on
starts
third,
killing my
but
brain.
I don't know who's on third.
I hate it so much.
I kinda wish I jumped in the water first,
You
though.
asked about third. I'm so confused why you said it.
Oh well.
Okay, whatever.
And now comes the part where, like, well, who missed do I communicate with? Unfortunately, there's no one again, cause I didn't stick around long enough for some of the others, or didn't come here early enough. So, so I guess probably now is a good time for my character to leave. So hands, which is fine. To be honest, it's also kind of fine because, like, you know, can't always like always like get all the right conversations and whatnot going. But I do need to start working on stuff. So there is that.
Relax here or some shit. Okay.
No, she's a workaholic and she's in pain, so she wanted to take over the front duty and she's in pain. I'm not letting her stand here.
Well, that's just
I'm ready to get going.
Okay, so don't
Yeah.
go looking at too many
Alright,
guys'
to
nipples
those of
while
you.
we're away.
So yeah, you going?
Thank you.
I will.
Yeah, go. I'm heading out. Alright, see you guys. You going?
So what, did she come up here and say you can go take a break?
Oh, see, wants me to watch the fireworks.
Oh, they ended. Oh, they're ended now.
Yep. It did. I was there.
I found out how those fireworks are made. I don't like how they were made, JC. I don't like how they're made.
Do you like where they're stored?
No.
They are stored within the belly of the beast.
No. Alright, took
Yeah, apparently he has 2 or 3 stomachs, so he keeps one for fireworks.
Oh, wait, JC, that wasn't magic?
I'm sorry that my father cannot stomach it.
Huh?
That wasn't magic?
No. He stores them in his stomach. And he breathes fire, so he lights them as he shoots them.
Well.
Alright. Can you let boss know I'm heading out? I don't got a bracelet on.
Weird.
Heading out. Taking the kids to get bracelets.
Come over here. Take a photo.
Snow is timing.
Stay there, Snow. What's up? Take a photo. All of us together.
I need to apply the walking fix on this avatar.
Hold on.
I don't remember if you did, but he did do a hell, like a fiend or a demon. I don't know. He got a duel with the devil today, and he doesn't really know the difference.
Oh god. Why can't I pull up my camera? Never asked how the sausage is made. Oh my god, I swear to god. Oh, how many people are in this world? It can't be that much, could it? It's gotta be something like I gotta return to this place, right? It's full? Like, is it really gonna be like just piling in here? I'm super curious now. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Huh. Yeah, I think I might just need to restart this as, Can I open the camera? Where's my camera at?
Were you gonna ask me something? I heard someone was.
There we go. Hi, hello, everyone. Yeah, I guess things kind of like turn out to be a little bit more on the quieter side. Oh. Sorry, just like something feels a little off with this. Oh, my imagination. Anyways, yeah. So, let me turn off the RP card down here. Let's see, card down. There we go. So, let me see what I'm sending you guys off to. Oh god. I really hope my machine's gonna die when I open this. I really hope it's not gonna die. Oh god. Pain Pecco. Wait, what? My GPU is actually perfectly fine. There we go. Holy Cuco! Let me see what we're gonna send you guys off to. I have no one to send you to because Sachi's gonna be ending. Koro's. I don't know if Koro's gonna be hopping off, but. Okay, so is Corey actually on, or are they sleeping? Have you possibly set your? So the thing is, all my LBS settings have been resets. So that might be there might be something to that. Let's see. Stream output. Encoder. It says encoder's hardware, but I might need to look into this a little bit more. They're on and awake. Okay, I'll send you folks over to Corey then. I might need to consider looking at some more settings here. I mean, it looks fine. But I definitely gotta see what's going on with that. Anyways, I hope you guys at least enjoyed the music and stuff. I need to get some more random lo-fi music to be here in the background while we're doing some of these RPs. Because like at the very least, if I'm not gonna be interacting like as much with certain people and whatnot, then I should at least have something, have some nice background music and some other stuff in store for you guys. Let's see. Raid. Corey. There we go. Alright, so... Oh, no, it's not Corey Lycan, it's Cutie Corey now. Okay. So... Cutie... Corey, there you go. Alright, so then, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in. Schedule stuff tonight should be when we finally finish up VRChat. I know all these days I've been like, we've been kind of slow with VRChat stuff and whatnot, but hopefully this time, this time it'll be fine. I just been caught up with some stuff. There's like little random things that catch me off guard, but we should be good for tonight. Should be good for tonight. I mean, like, hey, me making the Ash Tier avatar, I was not prepared to be doing that, but I was like, you know what? I think this is gonna be kind of exciting to do that. So I went ahead with that. I wish I didn't start the stream so damn late, but we should be good moving up forward. We should be good. We're almost done with VRChat.
Hello there.
Hello.
How you doing, Kerry?
I'm existing. I am.
Yeah, no, that's a fucking mood. That's a fucking mood.
Yes, I'm existing, and that is samurai, isn't it? Okay, I didn't actually see what you were wearing.
Yeah, I didn't really go up to you and interact too much.
I mean, like, I didn't get much of a chance to be in a position or anything like that. Although Danielle, like, when she shows up this late, like at that point, I'm like, well, there's not much interaction I can do because like a lot of characters that she'd be interacting with and whatnot are currently on a sort of like we need to be keeping the hell away from PL kind of stuff. So like that just leaves my character being like kind of lonely, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I was playing an overall quiet character, so my interactions were very spaced as well.
Yeah. It always feels weird, but like, after a while, for me, it's just like I just gotta get back in the swing of things in terms of like fighting and stuff like that. So you get used to it. You get too used to not needing to seek out. So yeah. Anyways, I'm saying goodbye to my chat. So.
Alright. Later, curb chat.
I was really hoping that Luna Kasai was still around here. They're the one that plays Calypso. So, anyways, so yeah, schedule stuff tonight. VRChat. Tuesday should be Casual Neighborhood RP, or rather, stop calling it that. Orlando Soccer Open Lobby RP. Maybe there might be something happening on Wednesday. I don't know. I'm not sure. But we'll see what's gonna be going on. I am going to do my best to have Ash Tier show up during Orlando Soccer stuff. Because I need to. And I think that's it for the schedule stuff. So, hey folks, I miss playing games too. I miss playing games. So once VRChat's over with, we'll be going back to that. But look, still though. That being said, I've been enjoying VRChat a lot. I've really been enjoying VRChat a lot. This was like the best. This has been the best presentation, I feel. Anyways, I hope you have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever's up to the world. Do what you can to stay safe, stay healthy, stay educated. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys take care. Okay. Hopefully we'll be. It's a bummer that like the RPs, basically the more exciting ones, have been happening a little bit more earlier in the day, so that like people who come in later on kind of been missing out on some stuff. I mean, hey, there's the VODs, but I know it's a lot cooler to catch stuff live. Hopefully things will be changing around. Check one of these games to speak up. But yeah, hopefully once I adjust more things for what's his name, for Ash Tier, you know, things might be a little improving and whatnot, and more people for to talk to. Or if I show up for PL earlier in the day, that's been killing me too. That's what's been killing me too. So, anyways, you guys take care, right? Bye.
Yeah, I never leave the road as my character, so yeah. Yeah.